We can do it, Smitey. Don't worry about it, man. We got this.
Yeah. And then everybody just goes away like Tyler did to me that time, that asshole.
Yeah, no, we're live now. And that's right, Tyler is an asshole sometimes. And sometimes it just sucks. But that's
Hello,
okay.
everybody.
Yeah, but we have that video, so that doesn't matter.
Welcome to the 27th level of Jumanji. Our friend Mark here, he's got funky internet today. So we're hoping it'll clear up as the sun rises up and warms up the fiber lines and loosens up the flow of free electrons. You can already see his image starting to resolve a little bit better. So that's phenomenal. No, it's bigger than that.
Yeah, the dial-up's kicking in now. That AOL account's doing well.
I'm looking at it on the YouTube.
Hi, Mr. Beckerman.
Doesn't look too bad.
Beckerman
loves that silky smooth voice. That must be you, Mark. You're well known for your silky smooth voice.
Oh no, he's talking about you, Rob.
You don't know.
He's talking about me.
Yeah,
that's the worst one.
Crikey.
Remy.
Look at these fine people up so early in the morning. They must be East Coasters.
Yes.
I want to know how many of these people get up early just for this show.
Becker's Central Time.
Mm-hmm.
Which still isn't bad. I mean, it is a work day, so for some folks, getting up at 6 or 7 in the morning is not a big deal. It's the me coast where it's 4 in the morning. Or like yesterday when I find out, Kenny Caps is doing a live at 5. Yeah, 5 o'clock in the morning. His time is 2 a.m. The bars are just closing, and he.
No, that's probably intentional. He planned that well.
Well, thank you, Coco.
All right, Rob, I got to know, did you watch any of the Obi-Wan yet?
Did it drop last night? Is that what it did?
Yeah, it did.
12 midnight it dropped. I turned it on and fell asleep in the first 10 minutes. Nothing against it. I was just tired.
Yeah, and that's how I felt like when I heard. I think I saw on the Instagram somebody chimed that it dropped, and I was like, I could watch this, but I'm trying to get up in like 4 hours. And I'm like, no, it'll be there later. So I'll watch it tonight. My son will want to watch it with me. So
that's how I feel. I was going to try to catch it sometime during the day, maybe when I'm more awake.
When I get back from Top Gun, I'll probably fire it up.
Oh, I want to go see that.
When are you going to see that?
I'm going to go see it at 9:45 in the morning, my time.
Nice.
Oh, lucky.
So
I'm going tomorrow night with my girlfriend.
Yeah, no. Once my work announced that today was, we could have today off as one of our once a quarter floating day that we get, and I said, but I couldn't have all my team off. Most of my team didn't want today off, and so I was like, well, great, I'll take today off, and I'm going to go see the movie while I can go in the middle of a day while most people are still working, rather than have to deal with everybody on the freaking holiday weekend.
It was
Scott, how are you, sir? Scott, your package did arrive for Mad Spidey, and so it's here. And yeah, cool. And thank you very much for the book that you sent me. I much appreciate it. Well, yeah, no, I'm excited. I'm actually funny is I bought tickets for my son to go see Top Gun with me after I forced him to sit down and watch the original. And then he told me today he's got to go to work. I said, oh, I guess I got an extra ticket. So, Mark, since I'm just down the street, if you want to come on over, you're welcome to come with me to see.
Dude, I would be there. I would be there in a heartbeat. It's just, man, you know my schedule these days. I got my off day slammed already, and already have work.
Oh, Memorial Day! Oh, that's right. You got your. I'm surprised you're even here at all.
I am too. To be honest with you, I am too. And I'm sitting here dealing with work already.
Well, I don't know, Beckerman. There could be. We know that there's going to be we're going to have artificial voice talking for Iceman. So, as well as we actually get to hear. Apparently, he does some talking as well, so we get to hear his robot voice and his real voice.
Now I don't know if they're playing volleyball or not, but I did catch like the shirtless on the beach montage looking clip from the trailer.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that to be goofy. Like that should be in there. They should be having like the camaraderie thing during their off time and everything. You should see the team doing their bonding thing. And I did catch that in the trailer. Like, so it looks like it has all the right little nostalgic checklist being hit. I'm excited.
It's a football game in this one. There you go.
There we go.
More reason for those half-naked bodies that are sweating and glistening in the sun to be rubbing up against one another. Phenomenal.
You got to do what you got to do.
That's right. I agree. So, Mark, because I know that you wanted to talk about it, and what the hell, it's still early before we have a chance to really alienate everybody.
Yes, that first match was something, wasn't it?
I can see where you would say that.
All right, the segment.
I can see where you would say that.
The problem. So, look, I enjoyed it thoroughly. And for those of you guys, we're talking about wrestling. Sorry.
I kind of figured that.
Yeah,
been going on the Danwood trend for a while.
Yeah, well, it was just that for somebody who's watched it for a while, it was as soon as I ever since they first put Wardlow in handcuffs, I knew at some point it was going to culminate with a gimmicked set of cuffs that he was going to bust out of, and then so it only made sense that was going to be the match it was, and always know whenever the referee is going to be. The guy's he's going to get incapacitated so that a real referee can come down to make the count, because you have to advance the story.
The script of it that was right. So fun. It was how dynamic the performances from everybody was. Like that God, what is his initial?
MJF.
That little dude, he's a great little heel. You know, he's comical with it even, you know.
Oh, he is.
Like he's so phenomenal. Entertaining. The chairman guy, I could take him or leave him, but he serves his purpose well as being cannon fodder, you know.
Right.
And this was my first time getting to see the Wardlow character in AEW perform anything. Since I got there, they've been in the middle of this. Like I started.
You haven't seen any of the Powerbomb symphonies and leading up to it with Sean Spears, where Sean Spears was trying to stop him from doing them. And
kind of thing, you know. And you know from talking to me, that I'm a big Goldberg fan. Like the way that they're presenting Wardlow, they even have him coming out from backstage with the little the arena staff surrounding him. The crowd chants Wardlow like Goldberg.
Yeah, well, that was all different because they did that whole thing, but it's a little bit different in why he's coming like that. They did that because he's in the story context. He's got a contract. He's contracted and hired by MGF. He doesn't work for AEW, and so part of this whole stuff is that MJF has hired all the security to keep him under control and stuff, which is kind of. And they've done a great job building him, and he's able to do so much more. MJF is amazing, picking and punching. He's a great one of the best guys on a mic. Period, bar none. Gets heat like there's no tomorrow. The thing that drives me bonkers though is his weird use of tanning lotion for the fake.
That adds to the character, man. It really does. And
especially since he doesn't apply it anywhere close to evenly. I mean, like it's just like okay, great, it's fine if you keep your like when he was doing the whipping segment. It's like it was really distracting to begin with when he was wearing his suit and he's got these orange hands, and then almost Hulk Hogan orange hands, right? And then he takes the suit off and it's like still just the hands. It's like, what a farmer's tan you got there, buddy. Or it's splotchy on his face at times. I don't know what's up with that, but
I thought it was funny how they even had his referee top was the plaid, like his scarf. Do they okay? So some of the complaints I would have about this is like how sloppy AEW can be with their storytelling, with like their heels and their baby faces, and there's really like their matches can drag out. There's this definitely a newbie feel to a lot of it, you know. But this MJF and Wardlow storyline that they're doing just seems like this is the cleanest, crispest thing that they got going on right now.
It has been a very long build.
Yeah, and that really has a great payoff. And they had him in a cage. And dude, when that poor event staff came running in, the security, and he was just knocking them all down one by one, and you have him sitting there in like a big pile of bodies. And that last little guy that he picks up for the power bomb, but then throws him across the ring, and he hits the cage and folds down in that small little gap. I'm just laughing so hard, but like not like Adam. Like it was excessive. And dude, that Wardlow dude, I didn't know like he can fly, dude. He ran straight up on the top rope and swanton bombed the chairman. I'm like, what just happened? I did not.
Yeah. In the previous matches, they established that they've been trying to establish that he's not just a big muscle bound dude. He can do other stuff. Although he needs to work on his swanton. He kind of overshoots, which is better than undershooting. So at least for the guy you're following on. But, no, there's some crazy stuff.
It's Rick Rude.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's some like it was just what a way to start the episode. It was all
I'll give AEW this. Well, the one thing that they do, which is fun as a TV viewer, is they do a good job of spreading out good matches throughout it, and they start off with a bang. WWE just drives me crazy with 25 minutes of talk before you get to your first match. And my God, if I didn't have a fast forward button watching Roman Reigns go to a ring, I mean, it's a 6-minute entrance every time for him before anything starts to happen. It's just makes me want to eat a bullet.
Yeah, one of them about like, and on that topic too, I noticed how they're pretty consistent with handing you the winner of the matches because they, I guess, for time constraint these days, or just how things are a little bit different. They'll intro one person or one tag team. You'll have the other one already set in the ring, waiting for the winners to get out there. And I just thought, like, growing up when that would happen, like, because I watched wrestling for God, at least
back in the day, it was because the jobber was there, and then he'd bring in the one.
And that's what I'm seeing again. But see, I always assumed back in the day when I watched it, that never really dawned on me because of how much of like the kayfabe was still in the front of my brain. You know? But now when I watch it, I'm like, back then I would assume it's for time constraint, or maybe they introed the ring while I was in commercial break. But now you have picture in a picture and stuff like that. And now I'm just like, okay. And coming in really not knowing so many of these people, it's easy for me to say those are the ones that lose. Those are the ones that win.
But they're not, because then you see like the Tony Nese thing the other week where he was the one already in the ring. You bring in Danhausen, and Danhausen gets lit in like a few seconds, and they go. Oh.
I've never seen that dude wrestle. I just saw that was the first time I ever saw him
recovering
wrestle.
from a broken leg. He had a broken leg, pretty severe broken leg in the independent circuit before AEW signed him, and he's still recovering. So, although tonight, Hookhausen.
That's tonight.
Tonight, I think it is.
Oh, tonight's Rampage.
Yeah, tonight's supposed to be Hookhausen versus Neeson and Smart Mark.
So I was thinking about the
Alan and Matt Spidey are falling asleep. We should probably pretty soon go back to comics for a little bit.
What's it called?
Actually, I'm looking at my cell phone bill.
What? I said we'll get back to you guys here in a second.
What's it called? Sunday night, Double or Nothing?
Oh yeah, the pay-per-view. So Double or Nothing.
Mark's or Rob's already got it pre-ordered.
No, I don't. You don't usually pay to watch any of those things. I mean, the WWE ones I get for free because of my cable service subscriber, but the AEW ones I haven't yet. Ooh. Anyways, how are we doing here?
Oh, I got a new subscriber.
Huge cult following. Yeah, that's what Beckerman was telling me about, how he really cut his teeth and made his name in Ring of Honor and and on YouTube, right? Because
of course we do. Orders Hide. We talked about that at the beginning. We knew the script. And
dude, like I'm gonna tell y'all a secret. Like when I go see movies like Top Gun or Thor.
Did you know that movie's scripted?
That movie's scripted.
No way. It's not live.
Dude, I'm not BSing, Rob.
TV is that way too.
It's predetermined?
Shit, yeah.
Oh my God. You know what I don't watch? Football. Nothing against it. Don't care though. Like again, like how we were talking about the story.
I agree. Soccer is very boring.
It's a live story. You're just watching
Aussie Rules. What?
Aussie Rules football. That's just fun to watch because it's different.
Yeah, dude. Hangman Page and the
More
CM
violent.
Punk match I'm excited about. Biggie mentioned Hangman earlier. Like I saw him wrestle one match. He was pretty good. I'll tell you who Becker is always enjoys, and I just laugh is Jungle Boy. Like that's just,
you know who his dad is?
yes, because Becker won't stop telling me, and I told him F Dylan because I don't care. I said like when Jungle Boy came out to wrestle, all I could see was a naked man wearing a wrestling title belt because he wears the trunks and he's such a small dude. The belt covers 100% of his trunks when he wears it. So you just have a naked man with long hair confidently high-fiving people walking down to the ring with this awesome music playing. I'm like, no, man, get him a smaller belt or bigger pants. Come on, people. But that dude that he wrestled with was that three-way match. Swerve. That is a fun wrestler. And dude, at the end of the match, and I've mentioned him before, but he came out again like a boss, was Keith Lee. That dude, Limitless Keith Lee, is awesome. He can that big dude can fly too.
No,
like,
he is. I only think he oversells. But anyways, back to this. Let's change it up a bit because we're losing people here. These poor guys.
I don't know, we're up to 17 watchers.
Well, I know, but our panel is like falling asleep. Alan's going, I got up for this.
Dude, if Alan falls asleep, he gets fired. We got him by the short and curlies right now.
True story.
I see people walking by in his background going like, what's that boy doing?
No, that's a
add naked to the list of words Mark says weird.
Yeah, he knows exactly what I'm doing.
What is that? Alan, go ahead. What are we talking about next? See, Rob, this is why we talk wrestling.
You can't fall asleep now because somebody's watching him in the background.
I got a new commission I just ordered, which is be pretty cool.
From who and of what?
Ji Hung Lee.
Ooh.
He's got open commissions right now for New York City Comic Con. For at least if he hasn't sold out, it was a limited number that you could do. You mail in or you drop off, and so it was $300 for a. It's $200 for a head, $300 for torso, and like I don't know, for full bodies like $400 or $500 or something. So I paid $300 for a torso. Sent him a Edge of the Spider-Verse blank.
Oh my god! I hope he sends you back a drawing of a torso with no arms or head, just because he has a sense of humor.
Yes. Please, Mark, call that into existence.
And so have him do a Spider-Gwen, because he does some amazing Spider-Gwen stuff. So
that's pretty awesome, man. I got one of those out, or no, I got two of those out right now. One's to a local guy, and then the other one's to Austin, actually.
Yeah, I got two at Austin. Although, and I heard rumors that from him that one of them was coming up in the queue soon.
Ooh,
I got.
I'm another 2 months out, man.
I have one at CGC for Doc. He's doing a Strange Adventures, Adam Strange cover for me. And then I just sent another one off, a Batman Adventures one for, oh God, what the hell is his name? I'm trying to remember who the artist's name is doing it.
That guy with the pencil.
That dude.
Oh man,
it was Bruce Timm.
No. Oh God, if yeah, it would be. I would just shoot my water right. Bruce Timm, I love his stuff. My God. I'm gonna look it up now. I can't remember who the hell it was.
I agree with you.
Dan, I want to say it's
definitely
Dan.
Not the same way. Definitely not the same way. I was kind of mind blown to see that DraftKings, which is like legal gambling, because they found a way for people to make money and not just individuals make money. So they legalized gambling worldwide with DraftKings.
He's back to wrestling already. Look at that. I'd leave him
alone. I'm talking about DraftKings.
Right.
Gambling.
The sponsor for AEW.
Are they?
All over their.
You brought it up. Did you know that you can DraftKings gamble?
Playing innocent.
Yes.
Where's Remy to passively bringing a mad
Spidey's powder tumblers.
Dan
I
Reba.
swear he hasn't taken that shirt or hat off like in like 2 weeks.
Yeah.
No. He's got multiple.
It's the other one I have out is Dan Reba. Who does Batman Adventures stuff. He's doing a thing.
Doing the Adventures Continue series.
No, he's the actual original like animated show.
Oh, that's really cool
stuff. So.
Have you seen like we have a Second and Charles here? I know people have different stores similar to that, but it's just a second time around store, and every once in a blue moon they get cells, like animation cells from back in the 90s from the Marvel Action Hour stuff, whether it be the Amazing Spider-Man show or X-Men or Hulk or Iron Man.
Right.
They're pretty cool. Like that. I don't know how big they are. They're about yay big, however big that is.
Yeah, you just gotta watch to make sure they're not like, whether they're the difference between original cells and printed, basically.
I wouldn't know how to tell, to be honest with you.
It depends from one to the next. Look for a COA because they mean everything. Wait, no.
Oh, that's a good point, Rob. All right, well, let's get into the comics because Spidey came here to talk comics. Spidey, tell us about comics.
What do you think of the new Spider-Man series thus far?
I'm falling asleep here.
Hey, Spider-Man could put you to sleep, I suppose.
Spider-Man's putting you to sleep?
You know, I don't read anymore. It's hard. There's been some nice covers.
I've read the first issue of the new Amazing Spider-Man run, and that's it so far. I'm still wondering,
is it good?
I've read the first two. The second one just came out this week, so I read them both. And the pacing of the story, the pacing and everything thus far is better than it was with Spencer's run, which is not hard, but you're only 2 issues in. I really am just, what they do is that they have something happen, and all of a sudden he's time jumped, and like you don't know what has transpired. But all of a sudden now you're getting these bits and pieces as he's going where he's on his own, even though we just teased him and MJ getting back together. MJ and him are separated. She apparently doesn't want to see Peter. Where did
they tease that, Rob? Is that like
all throughout? That was during the leading up through all through the Nick Spencer run and into the
I didn't know they were even separated or anything. I didn't know.
Oh yeah, that's a whole long time. They undid the relationship thanks to Mephisto.
This goes all the way back to
the Brand New Day storyline.
Yeah, so all the way back a long time ago, they separated them out and got rid of them as a couple. And then you basically started off like this most recent volume or volume before this. The Nick Spencer run started off with them kind of starting like dating almost again, and like they're starting to kind of, she's maybe starting to remember or whatever, and so there was like this tease through all that, and of course MJ was taking care of Peter while he was in the hospital and all this stuff during the end of the last run. Well, then all of a sudden it's like they get done with the whole Ben Reilly thing, and they're like together-esque, and all of a sudden there's something that happens at the end of a hallway, and now we're in the new run, and MJ's moved out or isn't together with him and doesn't want to see him, and he has like no job still or something, and he's got like nobody likes him, or they've done is teased it. They've teased
short and kind of douchey toward the people around him as well.
Well, that's always been the case. But Aunt May is upset with him now, and everybody's upset with him. And they've alluded that it's like they've said basically 6 months have passed, and they've alluded that something has happened during that time. That basically Peter made some decision to do something that has affected all these relationships or something. And we're going to find that out, I guess, as this goes on. But I really just as a fan of Peter and MJ, I really just it's hurting. Now, as a fan of Tombstone, though, as a character, it's great to see. He's one of those characters that's kind of a little bit underutilized outside in Amazing. And it's fun to see
more in Web and Spectacular. He pops up a lot more.
It's really interesting to kind of see more of what they're setting up as a mob type mob type environment within New York here, with different crime families running stuff, where Tombstone's kind of like the head of this conglomerate, because Fisk is out, which is a whole different thing. As last we saw, he was like mayor of New York.
They're kind of focusing on his kid more than him now, or
right. His kid's involved. Right, exactly. Rose is involved in this storyline where he and Rose and Tombstone are basically kind of going to war type thing, and so and that's where we're kind of set up on all this stuff. But so that part of the stuff with the crime stuff is interesting, and the Spider-Man side of everything is interesting, but the Peter side of everything is really confusing. We don't know what's happened, and I'm not a huge fan. I've given it I mean, I'll continue to read him, and how I read all the damn Nick Spencer stuff, but I hope that they do something with that quickly, because God damn it, I need MJ and Peter to get back together eventually here.
Rob, as someone who's never read Spider-Man, and me, would you recommend me reading this Spider-Man?
Good jump on point.
Well, I mean, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that's kind of reset on this. You know of Spider-Man, so I mean, it's like I don't see why you couldn't. It's a number 1, right? Anytime.
No, what I'm asking you is, you are a huge Spider-Man fan. Would you recommend it?
I don't know yet. It's too early, right? We're 2 issues in, but that's a problem. Is that you're
by the time you get to a recommendation,
there's a part of there's also the thing is, look, I'm a Spider-Man fan of the classic of a certain way I like my Spider-Man, right? And this right now is not serving up the way that I like my Spider-Man, right? And that's with Peter and MJ together,
right?
And so it's a little bit harder. I have a different perspective than, say, somebody who doesn't care about that aspect of everything. So
he's just saying that he doesn't like it when MJ and Spider-Man are together.
That's right.
Yeah, who was Paul? You know, like MJ is like it looks like MJ has these kids at the end of the first issue.
Right.
The age of the kids, I can only assume she's like step. There's some.
I don't know what's going on, or she's being a nanny or something. I don't know.
If my kids were to ever call my nanny mom, I wouldn't have to fire her.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's like, did we go to a parallel universe or something?
What are you doing with my kids while I'm not home? You have to go.
Did Rob? Did you ever like the Renew Your Vows?
Yes, I love Renew Your Vows, especially the second volume. All that stuff with Annie Mae Parker and stuff was great.
I did too.
It was a little bit weird where you only got about halfway through. You had this time jump, even in that, and all of a sudden Annie Mae went from being a young girl to a teenager. But still, it was kind of fun seeing. Then, of course, her in high school and Peter in high school, and trying to balance the
two. Right. I liked it. I mean, I remember when it came out, I was like, you know what? I haven't read Spider-Man in a while. This is where I'm going to read it.
Yeah, Joe, I'm with you. I mean, the Tombstone, I thought it was this last issue when Tombstone basically is sending his daughter. His daughter's a criminal, but is dating Robinson's son. But when he tells his daughter to leave, and she said, "What, you think I can't help you?" So he says, "No." He says, but the person who's gonna, this is gonna take a certain level of this. He says, and the person who's gonna be running this ain't your dad, and I don't want you to see this. And then he's next thing you know, she's like, oh, okay, I'm out, and he's in the bathroom pulling the caps off his teeth that he's had on all these times, because he's talking about how he had capped his pointed teeth and all these things and tried to mellow out to be a dad to her, and he's like, oh nope, this will be full on Tombstone of old shit coming out, and that was cool. I will say.
I agree. He's the underused villain in that world. I do love that cover where he's standing over. It's like an all white cover with him on the front. I don't know which one that is. If it's Web of Spider-Man, I don't know. I bought it.
He was a huge and Spectacular Spider-Man. I mean, he did do stuff in Web, but Spectacular Spider-Man was really where Tombstone was cemented. Wasn't Spectacular, and he had the whole and him. That's where the whole thing with him and Robbie Robinson also was done throughout there, right? And so when they started shipping their kids back in the previous volume, it was kind of like this whole you had the two dads, you're not gonna date, and then they kind of like, well, we'll kind of try to call a truce and be good for our kids type thing. And
bad boy, bad girl, bad good boy, whatever.
you're not gonna change me.
Right. This is slowly starting to become my favorite book ever.
Ever. It's good.
I mean,
really
good.
I just I don't know. Like the only thing that I don't like is
it's got that X factor.
Yeah, I mean, and the art is growing on me. It's just that everybody's face is like this. It comes like even the women, their jawline comes down to a point. And I'm like, dude, you can curve that shit out a little bit. They're supposed to have like a femininity to them. I mean, Barbara Gordon looks like almost like a dude. Other than the boobs, she looks just like all the other characters. But the story is getting really good.
I haven't read any of the White Knight stuff because it's alternate universe. I don't care.
Yeah. Hey, Mark, did you see this? Oh,
yeah.
Hey, Mark, you disappeared.
Did you see this? I didn't see shit.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, did you see this, Mark?
I'm pretty sure actually already has that. He had it like the week it came out.
Yeah, he probably did. He probably did. So
I'm not too sure I'm keen on the Batman Neo year either. Batman Beyond Neo year, which is the main continuity Batman Beyond, which I've been a big fan of Batman Beyond throughout all the runs, including the weird 5th volume where Tim Drake is Batman Beyond. But it's weird. It's just so far, I don't know, the start to it's just been kind of, I gotta, okay, Bruce is gone, I get that part, and we're gonna do all that, but I mean, this whole like, I can't use electronics, and Gotham City's alive itself, and what?
Yeah, I'm only on here for a few minutes.
Well, there you go. Mark's back now. You can.
Yeah, I can hear you. I was making coffee, then Finn started talking to me.
You got this right. That foil.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I bought that yesterday, and I was just like, wow.
I started to pick, like I said, I started to pick it up, and then I was like, "What book is this? This is kind of cool. This foil cover." And I slid it out of the jacket, the bag and board on my LCS, and saw what it was, and said, "Oh, all right, never mind. I'll leave it behind."
And I probably would have too, but that was strict cover by. I tell myself, Rob, every time I go into any comic book store, I'm like, okay, I'm focused on what I'm reading currently. I'm not going to be distracted by covers.
There you go. Shiny. You got distracted by Shiny.
I did, and that was the only book. Everything else I got yesterday. I'm actually reading it. I mean, it's in my reading thing. So I find right now it's like the greatest restraint I'm doing is avoiding like all these Mandalorian covers. It's like, okay, I have the A cover on order, and I will probably pick up the 1 in 25. But that's my goal, is to walk away from that with just those 2 covers and be happy with it. And
Jim, I apologize again for missing what you were talking about. Kids are waking up.
He said that he's been doing very good about trying to stay focused on his pull list.
Yeah, I mean, this is not on my pull list, but I had to get it. It's just.
Were you planning on reading Dark Crisis that's coming up?
Yeah.
Well, then that should have been on your pull list. That's the epilogue and prologue.
I mean, my LCS, like, I got this at the other local comic book shop, because my LCS probably would not have had this. They're currently 2 weeks behind in DC. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they just pissed off the distributor for DC or what, but
it doesn't matter.
2 weeks. Come on.
It's kind of weird. I wonder if I don't know them or their dynamic, but I wonder if they're having to catch up with payment.
you know. And
Lunatics, Burke's shop went through that too, where they weren't getting their DC on time because he was having to play catch up on back payment. So as he was clearing payment, they were sending books, slowly catching him up.
Right. I'm concerned about that as well because this guy has 2 shops, and I often wonder if he didn't overextend himself when he did what he did. He went to a bigger location further away from the city, and he kept his small shops in the city. And I'm wondering if he didn't.
In the city.
You know, I don't know. You know, it's funny thing is the guy that owns both of them, his sister works with me. And when he moved out to the bigger location, the whole pitch, or not pitch, but what he said to me was, I'm bringing everything in that was at the other store because, you know, I like bronze. I'm looking for Bronze Age books, you know, and he had them at the little store. And then he took a lot of stuff out, moved it to a smaller location, and then he moved everything else to the bigger location. And when I went there, there was nothing there. There was no, I mean, it was all current run stuff, maybe from like 2010 and up. And I'm like, where are you bronze? And he's like, oh yeah, they're coming. We're still, you know, we're still working things out. I don't think he's ever bringing it. And his sister said, well, he's got a shit ton in my basement that he needs to come and get rid of. So I don't know what a shit ton is, but you know,
it's slightly less than a metric ton.
Yeah. And she's not happy about it. I'm like, you know, I could always come over and help rid you of some of that burden if you really get tired of keeping your brother's crap. Yeah, I don't think she's a huge fan of being a warehouse for him, but who knows?
Simon, how are you?
I'm good. It's been a while.
Yeah, now we have Simon and Simon.
Yeah, he ran away, so
I know. So you had to step in and fill the quota.
That's right.
I appreciate that, you doing that. Mark does too. He really appreciates when we have to maintain a certain quota of Simons and a quota of Australians at any given moment. Otherwise, the government steps in and says we're not properly representing the global world, and we get protested and all these other things because, you know, liberals.
I went to a comic book yard sale, I guess you would call it, the other day on the weekend.
Nice.
Like, what was it like? Multiple people getting together to do yard sale, or just one house that had a lot of comics?
Well, you guys have Gumtree over there. It's like I guess just an online ad thing. It's kind of like
okay,
Facebook Marketplace, but it's just you go online on Gumtree and people sell stuff on there for cheap.
Okay, so, we have something similar.
My mate messaged me and was like, hey, check this out. It was like a guy advertising, having a comic book garage sale. And he's like saying books will be $7 to $15 each. And I have everything from Bronze Age to whatever to modern. And he's like, I got about 1,000 comics for sale. And I was like, yeah, let's go check it out. But I was like, is it going to be just like one table with like one long box on there and like 50 comic nerds standing around trying to get to it? So we get there like first thing in the morning, and there was 2 tables. Like he just had it in his front yard, and it was pretty bad, like crappy weather too. 2 tables with 4 short boxes on each one.
So, that was it.
Yeah.
Well, it said 1,000 comics. If you actually, it's not as many as you think it is.
That's not a lot. So, that was interesting. And also, he didn't have any books priced. So, kind of like I went up with my stack, and I bought one book that was something decent, and then he goes through and he's like, and he saw the one like the Star Wars book I picked up. He's like, he goes, that's a collector's one, that one. So like, I'll probably have to charge a bit more for that. I was like, yeah, just give me a price. So he was like $60. And I was like, have you got change? Because I brought cash. Like you go to a yard sale, you're going to pay cash, right?
You're telling the story again.
He's like,
first time to us.
I know. And he's like, you can do a bank transfer. And I had like $0 in my bank. So I
nice hot coffee.
I was like, I got $50 notes only, so he gave them all to me for $50.
Oh, there you go.
It was all right.
How thick is the stack? Show us.
I don't know where I put them, to be honest.
Well,
Or
there
just
you
show
are.
my books, you know.
I was going to show my sweet
I
Star
thought
Wars
that's what you had was, I guess, show us the big book you're happy about.
Yeah.
Oh, Solo? That's it?
That's all I could find. That's a good book.
I thought
Isn't it?
this was like old Star Wars or something, not something that just came out 2 weeks ago.
That's great.
This is like hot now. Come on, guys.
Where's the collector's one you were talking about?
This is the collector's one, all right?
That's the
Go
one.
away. Leave me alone.
But we don't have much to deal with over here, so yeah, you got to give us what we get.
That's about as good as it gets.
This is where Spidey comes in to tell us that we don't know how good we got it.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything else is just kiss
Catwoman.
covers.
Okay.
Kiss cover, and then a bunch of stuff for Sarah. And those, yeah, $50.
Well, there you are.
There's nothing great in there.
Agreed.
As long as it's great for you, that's all that matters.
That's it. That's it.
What?
Did you watch the Obi-Wan show?
I did. I liked it. I mean, I know the first episode was a bit boring, but second
I
episode
liked it. It was boring.
I haven't watched it.
I haven't. I turned it on and decided to fire it up and fall asleep too, and I did. I fell asleep like 10 minutes into it. This was like after midnight though, like after last night. Like I turned it on knowing that I'm about to fall asleep, but figured I'd just peek at it. It was the what's his name? The Grand Inquisitor. Not very intimidating, that guy.
Mm.
Like he looked like looming and stuff, and then as soon as he opens his mouth, y'all remember Suburban Commando with Hulk Hogan?
Oh,
Do you remember how Undertaker and the other wrestler were the two bounty hunters that never talked?
Right.
And at the end, Undertaker finally goes, "You're a dead man, Ramsey," and he goes, "That's why you guys never talk." That's exactly where my mind went when he talked. I'm like,
nah, I haven't got that on
man,
DVD.
Ramsey.
Sorry.
The voice doesn't match the body.
yeah, well, like
what
this
mushroom guy?
Performance doesn't match. It's not like he doesn't sound like that, but like I was expecting more like
Yeah.
I don't know. I was expecting more intimidating or looming or nails on chalkboard or something, but he just sounds like some guy.
This wasn't
The other
Zeus
guy
in that as
sounds
well? Connie Lister?
What?
Was Zeus in that?
No,
Tony
you're thinking of oh god, it was No Holds Barred,
Oh, that's right.
where he played Zeus and Hulk Hogan played Rip.
And then later on, he came over to
Rip
WWF as Zeus.
Nothing beats Thunder Lips,
That's back when I used to watch wrestling. That sort of era.
So Spidey, you may have their classic mug now because I had to change the logo up because
Yeah, that's right. Because it's only got you on this one.
Well, no, I have to change the logo. No, that was the one where we went to the dual branded mug. We had to change it up because now apparently Slab Hub owns the rights to anything that looks rectangular and orange, apparent with rounded corners. Apparently, because I got all my stuff got taken down and got told that it was violating a trademark. For
This is the second time you've went through this too, isn't it?
Yeah. Except last time was on my logo for my shirt with the comic books in the background. This time this was a different company, and they're saying, "Oh yeah, it violates trademark with Pornhub." And I was like, "Oh, how so?" And they're like, "Oh, blah blah." I'm like, "Oh, you do understand that? First of all, this is a parody, it's not like it's another business or some other bullshit. It's just a parody show on YouTube." I said, "Here's the link." I said, "But it's a different dimensions. It's different color orange. It's got different amount of roundedness on the corners. It's got a different font. The font is capitalized different than the other logo. The only thing that's the same is nothing. That's similar.
Too much, Rob.
It's inspired by. And so they said
nothing is way too familiar.
Yeah, so they said no, sorry. And so I'm like, "You're fucking crazy." So now I had to insert there's a black rectangle inset within. Let me see if I pull it up in Marco's shirt.
Does it say "fuck you" on it?
Well, that would be great, huh?
You should write in the black inset "fuck you." Yeah, I probably shouldn't say that out loud.
Trademark, copyright.
Screw your canoe.
You're right. Trademark, copyrighted. Fuck you.
I was talking about the FU part.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
All right, share the screen.
Sorry, Finn.
Share,
Didn't accept your apology.
Okay.
No.
Yeah, they really can't hear you.
Right.
I've just
There you
turned
go.
down. Boo, 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 bang.
I'll send him some Transformers.
So-
It'll be good.
So I added this extra little inset black line around the inside there to break it up even more.
That just seems like
Did that
that's,
do the trick for him, Rob?
Oh, yeah.
It's the
Like
gears.
Duncan say, yeah.
It's back up now, so you
Yeah,
can
so
buy
it's
gear
better.
again.
Yeah.
Yeah, so you just added the extra
Wait, so
line.
who took it down? Did you say?
Pornhub.
Spring, the
Teespring.
company that Teespring, the company that was doing my
Printing
print on
for you,
demand
okay,
stuff.
Okay.
Yeah, they took it down to trademark
Yeah,
claim.
it's because I actually had to download the Pornhub logo for one of my videos.
Right.
then
You
I
take a
forgot
look at it, you'll see that it's different color. It's different.
Actually,
Yeah,
to be honest, I'm colorblind. It looks the same. The
Oh,
color.
okay. Well,
So,
it is a
what was-
different. It's a different shade of orange. it's much more rounded. They have a lowercase h. I have a capital H.
That's true. That was what I picked up on straight away. Yes.
You know, I
Pornhub
did, when I designed it, I
aficionado.
did it on purpose to make it similar yet different. But you know, sometimes these trademark things they get ridiculous.
Good morning, Steve. We're talking about how Teespring hit Rob with a potential copyright issue on his Slab Hub logo for looking similar yet different in every aspect, from the color to the shape to the font to the capitalization, but it was still too similar, and that speaks volumes to the individual in charge of looking at those things, that perverted fuck.
Wow.
Well,
You know
actually,
that
that's
that guy spends way too much time on Pornhub.
That's apparently the problem, is that they're not willing to individually review it. Because when part of my rebuttal to them was that this was parody content, was that they said that that requires individual review, and we won't have time to do that.
Yeah, they're not going to even look. They're just not going to risk it.
Well, whatever.
That's called.
It's kind of weird.
It's.
I bet if you were making more money for them, I'm sure that there's a certain dollar amount that they'll be happy to individually.
Right. I'm not making very much money.
Look, this goes back to exactly what you said last night on Burke's channel. With the Red Ranger, either he's guilty or he's going to have money to bail it out, or he's going to the joint. And be clear, ignorance, does not mean not guilty. Okay. Yeah. It does not.
Ignorance is no excuse for breaking the law.
Oh, here, I'm going to give this guy a bunch of money,
ignorance is not a defense against breaking the law.
What I didn't know I was speeding. I didn't see the sign.
I didn't know I wasn't allowed. I wasn't supposed to shoot people.
Well, the speeding one is a great example, because people miss speed limit signs all the time. They can change quickly, especially down here. When you go down here, you can go from a 4-lane highway to a 2-lane stretch to a 4-lane like this all day long, and it goes from 45 to 35 to school zone, left and right. It's on you, the driver. It is your responsibility to pay attention to those signs. If you happen
unless you can prove the signs are missing or wrong, or missing.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
Because we did that once before. Yes, Steve, you had a question.
Did you see who won the Burke box last night?
I heard that some asshole named Rob won.
Last 6792.
Yeah. We were gonna joke about how it was actually Robert that won, but no, it was you. You won.
Yeah, that'd be. I would be like, oh,
because there's two Robs in the.
But in all sincerity, we did decide that you did it. You probably though you'd appreciate a gift, you probably would appreciate a gift more if you didn't have the books already in it. So Steve is going to reformulate.
I don't think I have most of the books that are in there.
You're not going to have any of the ones he's about.
No, I'm just excited for Burke to send me a dick pic. That's all.
Steve, are you going to print out Polaroids of that little of that little camera shot, from the con, including
God.
Oh yeah, I mean, I totally can. If you want
That should become like his bit when I had those little business cards that I was doing. That could become like the new Burke Fam 54 spreading the comic book love,
right?
Business card, right?
Right. Tyler can do one of those trading cards of just my dick.
Right, exactly.
Oh,
hey, collecting comics is hard.
That came with Ruben's
your
drawing.
address. I'll send it out.
Yeah, no worries.
Right, that came with Ruben's drawing.
Yep.
Yeah, that's good. You can just send that to me. You can keep the books.
Yeah, go ahead.
Tell you
go ahead.
that there is another Ruben drawing that'll go into next month's Burke box. If you want to join and enter for that, this will be next month's.
Nice.
Oops, not a photo. Go to messages.
Yeah, it's an old school dick.
Yep.
Old school dick.
And the one that Rob won is this one.
Disco dick.
I like that dick better. If I'm happen to have a dick, that's the dick I want.
Yeah, I love
what he's trying to say is he'd take that dick.
Yeah, I'd take that.
He hasn't. He's too busy, Becca. He's not going to notice you.
Wow.
You know you can't keep that up all day. Oh, there we go.
I don't know what you're talking about there.
Oh Lord.
Becker's actually wearing like a
how y'all doing?
Like a button-up shirt, looking.
Yeah,
nice.
Becker's employed.
Oh, he was.
That's a nice dick.
I'm out here. We're just wearing sleeveless,
like a unemployed bum.
Damn government workers.
Becker, where were you 30 minutes ago when we were trying to put Spidey to sleep?
Oh, we were talking about wrestling earlier.
Yeah.
He was asleep. There you go. Or when I was talking about my Ji Hung Lee commission.
Torso.
No, that's when I woke up.
What'd you get done?
I just submitted got a commission set up with Ji Hung Lee to do a Spider Gwen
torso,
which he does.
Torso and head. Arms, no head, no nothing.
Yeah. All boobs. Rob said, "I'll take the all boobs, please." You call it torso, I call it all boobs.
Ji Hung Lee does really good Spider Gwen stuff.
He posted the other day, like that cover that's like super expensive now of her, like kind of. He posted like a version of it the other day.
Yeah, he did a commission that was recreating it.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. But he said it was a 1 in 100, but it looked like a sketch cover.
The original cover was a 1 in 100.
Oh.
So Obi-Wan comes out today, and so does Stranger Things season 4.
I don't know what the second one is, but was it as creepy as you'd expect for an old man living in the desert watching a farm boy grow up?
There wasn't enough of that as far as I'm concerned.
Need more creepy old man watching a young teenager out in the desert sun working the farm.
Binoculars at these young kids.
Waiting for the day that he grows up and they can run off on
Mark's Avatar.
Yeah.
They can run off and have adventures together.
Dave and E-Man, what's up?
Are you enjoying your summer vacation, Steve?
Very much so.
You look so much more relaxed.
I am.
In your natural sleeveless state. I'd imagine for like all the challenges of your job and like all the headaches and all the extra stuff you have to do, this is the part that like this is where you get it back, right?
This is where I'm like, exactly. I get back all my stress.
If you didn't,
I get rid of it, and it's still good.
If teachers didn't have the 2.5 months off every year to try to recharge and recoup from all those months, there'd be a lot more school shootings.
Is it actually 2.5 months off though? Don't you have stuff you have to do during this, or do you really get that? Dang, that is pretty good.
So normally we go back around the 4th through the 6th of August.
Because you go back before the kids get back.
Kids come back usually the 12th through the 17th, somewhere in there.
Okay.
So we usually, I mean, it's pretty much exactly 2.5 months.
Right. You don't have to do like recertification on certain things.
You have to re-up your license every 5 years.
Yeah, I was going to say not every year.
So it's every 5 years, and you can do it by having more schooling, which that's what I'm going to do for my next recertification, because I've gotten a master's since the last time that I've gotten my certification. So that'll be one thing I could do it. And then you can recertify twice on experience. So I'll do that as well. And then I'll have to take some more classes to get certified again after that.
Right. And I know every state does it differently. You know.
I was actually thinking about you this morning because on the local news they were talking about how KCK school district like lost over 235 teachers at the end of this school year.
We lost a lot too, but
wow.
I do think a lot of schools and school districts are going to have to start upping their pay more. Ours is one of the highest paying districts in the entire state.
Well, that's good.
But I think that, and I know that they're going to go up more next year, but I think that other school districts need to start stepping it up. Otherwise, teachers are just going to keep leaving.
That's the problem we have here in the county I live in. I'm probably 70 miles outside of DC, and the next county down, closer to DC, they pay them literally, I want to say they start out $10,000 more a year at start. And what happens is we get our teachers here, and you'll keep them. They'll stay for like 3-4 years, and they'll get their, they'll just get their like experience, and then they jet and they go down to Montgomery County, the next county down, because they know they're going to get paid more. They're coming in with experience. They're going to start at a higher rate. Yeah. It happens all the time.
It does.
We try doing that here, where the teachers know about, how would you want to pay the teachers? They can't afford to live.
Yeah, I don't even know how they survive.
Nobody gets the.
I really don't.
My wife and I are both teachers. So.
Right. And you didn't go into that profession because you wanted to get rich, right? You did it because you had some kind of desire or passion.
Yeah, and I wanted to make a difference, and also it allowed me to stay in journalism, but have better hours and better pay. Like not immensely,
or have a job.
Well, yeah, I'm just a job
in journalism. I mean, in journalism today, let's just be honest.
Exactly.
To have a job, right?
And, yeah. And I have other things on my license as well. I got English and I got PE. So let's say the last couple of years I'm tired of teaching in the classroom. I want to go be a PE teacher. I can do that.
Yeah.
So,
you would look natural with a whistle.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Been picking up some. You do any coaching on the side along with it, or at the school? Okay, because I know my brother.
I don't have enough time with all the extra.
Actually, Rob, he's my life coach.
Well, I mean,
and pandas.
I know you usually get there. The coaching is an additional pay on top. So I know, my brother-in-law, who's a teacher out in Kansas, he's coaches football during the football season, and he would coach track and field or something during the spring and
right.
I get extra stuff for doing yearbook and newspaper and video and all that stuff. And I live stream every home football game and every home basketball game. And so I do a lot of.
That's what I meant by the extra stuff you do. Because there's weeks, like I know this past, with being in the Burke fam chat, I know this past winter, there are days like you're not getting home till 9:30, 10 o'clock at night.
The Tuesday basketball games are the worst because the game doesn't get over until 9:30 or 10, and then I have an hour drive home, and then I got to get up and go right back to work in the morning. So
right, yeah, you were looking pretty exhausted.
Yeah, I was.
Well, enjoy your summer, man. I got to hop off of here. My job is everybody's wants to talk to me apparently today. So I'll talk to you guys later. Have a good one.
I mean, if I worked with Beckerman, I'd want to talk to him too. I mean,
me too. Right? Me too. I know where he works. Actually, he showed it to me.
Nice. These two guys up here, or over here, they don't.
We were driving by in Kansas City. He goes, that really, really nice, big, beautiful building right there? We're like, yeah. He goes, I work at the one right behind it.
That's like I don't work at that one. I'm the one down the street in your corner to this rundown with the hole in the roof and the glass hanging out. Yeah, that's the one I work at.
Right. Simon, you got a whole bunch of empty boxes behind you. What was in those? Yeah,
that stuff.
Yeah.
That's the stuff that I spend my money on, and I keep all the stuff just in case I ever need to send stuff back out. So I hold on to it, but then it becomes a big mess of cardboard that I just keep around.
I understand. And that's only part of it.
Started getting some new wash. I don't do this stuff on my YouTube channel, so I'm gonna grab this stuff here real quick. I'll show this. I'm like so excited about this.
Hey, Ben.
What's up, mate?
Hey, buddy. Hey.
So I'm like super excited. So one of the things, I'm a big Nightmare Before Christmas fan, right?
Oh, you didn't go and buy, did you?
So they got like this train now. It's these like different cars that let's see if I can.
I knew we shouldn't have shown you that stuff last time.
They get these cars that all go up behind it, so you can have this.
Oh, you got the Oogie Boogie one.
The train.
Yeah.
Yeah, actually, I will have all of them. The other two are on the way, except for the clown with the tearaway face. The clown one is
that's the expensive one.
That's it's a Funko store exclusive, and they want like over $100 for it. Online.
I thought you might have got that one that I showed you, the like the comic cover one or whatever like that when we were talking about.
Oh yeah, that one. No, I haven't seen that one yet.
But I think it's only on pre-order anyway.
Oogie Boogie. Yeah.
Whatever you can be, you can't.
But then there was a little 4-pack set too, a collector set that I picked up.
I didn't know you bought pops, Rob. You didn't strike me as a pop guy. # pop guy.
Oh, so there's a bunch of there, some up there.
Oh wow!
And then
room tour. I love it. Have you done a room tour video, Rob?
No.
You should.
This little cave I have. There you go. That was it. Yeah. The rest of the tour would be like going around the rest of the house with all the original movie posters from Nightmare Before Christmas.
Which you have done before, because I know I've seen.
I think you've seen a couple. I don't think I've done I've never gone down the hallway. Oh, maybe I did on a mobile phone once to be able to go down the hallway.
I think you might have actually.
Because that's where like the British quad posters and the bus stop posters and the French posters and stuff are down the hallway, and then in this room's got like the U.S. and Argentina and the U.S. 3D movie poster, Poland, Germany, Spain. Yeah,
that's what I was gonna say, Coco. It's Mark's mini-me in his place.
New anti-aging cream.
Anti-aging cream.
It's working great.
Shrunk him down a little bit, but he's okay.
Kyle.
Oh, it's so cute.
What's up?
Yeah.
Are any of you guys' pops signed?
Yeah, I have one. I have a Jack Skellington that's signed by Sarandon, who did the voice of Jack Skellington.
I don't do sign pops.
You don't do that?
I picked it up only because I was at a con and it was there, and the guy only wanted $20 for it. I don't know if he realized that it was a signed one when I held it up. He said $20, but I was like, all right, I'm going to take.
I only have one. I have one of mine signed. Chino and Manny gave me an A-OK, and it's right here. It's what you'd expect. It's a Green Ranger pop signed by JDF.
Alan, it's the box that's signed, not the actual.
Oh yeah, of course.
Mm-hmm. No, Alan was asking the question, so I was answering.
Oh, okay.
I was paying attention to chat and making our viewers feel like that they were a part of the conversation, Burke.
Now I'll take DJ Lynx's pop right there.
Yeah, it's a good
Lucky
one.
dog, lucky dog.
That is freaking awesome, DJ Lynx.
Yeah. Got to meet DMC himself.
DJ Lynx has got the rap battle tonight.
Yeah, he's a fantastic rappist. I believe that he's going to be performing tonight.
Make sure you spell it right.
Wow.
Kyle wants me to take him out of the box. No, not the Funko Pops. I do have some that I've taken out of the box. The Funko Plus, but not the Pops themselves.
Say rappist and another one appears. Are you excited to be rapping tonight?
Yes. Yes, I am.
The immortal Biggie Shack.
Shit, suicide.
Feels like it's been forever since I've had a stream with you. What's up, dude?
I'm good, man. How you guys doing?
Fantastic.
We're doing well. We're doing well.
Put this back up.
Yeah, thanks for inviting me, man. It took me a minute.
Better late than never.
Yeah.
Are you gonna watch Obi-Wan or Stranger Things or both?
I watched Posse last night with Debo. You know that one?
Debo. As in Debo from Friday.
Yeah. It came out the same year Tombstone came out, but it was another.
Yeah, he's not the main dude. I can't. What's the name of the main? No, I know.
Mario Van Peebles?
It was a super sexy person. I can't remember his name. He was like a Spanish.
Mario Van Peebles, I thought, right?
Oh yeah. There we go. Beckerman's here. Is that Beck? No, that was Digger. Okay.
One day.
Would you believe missed it by that much?
I'm gonna grow my beard out one day and I'm gonna put some shades on and get a hat and let it. All right, look, I'm here.
Biggie, I love.
Let's get this rap shit going.
The hat. That hat
Thanks, man.
Perfect in Kansas.
Oh, fucking Biggie's awesome. No, that's an awesome movie, Biggie. No shit.
Yeah.
It didn't get the play it needed in the theater, but on the DVD, I thought it was. I'm a VHS or whatever the fuck.
It's totally rewatchable. It's a little bit hokey with the they were really pushing the 30% of cowboys were black and shit, right. And they were pushing the whole Indians and white people, and I mean it was cool though. It was still fun.
They were trying to make it semi-historical, I guess, like to even up with Tombstone and whatnot. But when it came out, I remember going, "Damn, I'm gonna go see that." Just because I like Mario Van Peebles, he was cool.
Yeah, man. Whatever happened to that guy? That guy had a lot of potential, man.
Yeah, he just kind of fizzled out, and
crazy.
Sometimes that's what happens. They come in for a short burst, they make some money, and they get some movies, and then nobody. I have a whole problem with the film industry to a degree. It's almost like, only certain people get picked for every freaking movie. Oh, we need a black guy here. All right, well, what is he doing? Oh, he's gonna be a mean son of a bitch. Oh, that's got to be Samuel L. Jackson, or he's got to be a nice guy. That's Will Smith. We've got him right here. Come on, bring in some new faces.
Yeah, that dude.
There you go.
There he is. Look at that handsome guy, man. Jeez, OP.
Is that Christopher Lambert in the back?
Yeah, Christopher Lambert.
Yeah, that's
a
different movie.
Maybe you can help me out with this, Digger. Was the white dude from Posse the white dude from Green Mile that came in and smashed the shit out of people, or am I tripping?
Talking about Percy from Green Mile?
Remember the guy the dude that had shit in his mouth and went, poof. It looked just like him.
Oh, dude. Yeah, look, but I think you're right. I think it is the same guy.
He's a brother, ain't he? Is he a bald one?
Yeah, he's a big guy. I can't think of his name though.
It's not Alex. Steven.
Shit, now I gotta look it up.
It was fucking Steven.
It was Sam Rockwell was in Green Mile. Who was playing the crazy guy.
Yeah. Oh, I'm way off.
No, I thought it was
Samsonite. I was way off.
That's not to be confused with Dolomite.
Right. Yeah.
Anyways, was it good? Was Han Solo good? Did everybody?
I don't know. I haven't seen it.
Were they bricked up?
I haven't seen it yet.
I haven't watched it yet.
I actually liked The Last Jedi. I thought it was a good movie.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
No, y'all didn't like it? No. Dude, it reminded me of like Hogan versus Earthquake or something, the very end where she was hulking up and she's like, I'm the greatest Jedi and shit. That was fucking sweet, man. I love that shit.
Well, you said The Last Jedi. Which one is that? You're talking about Rise of the Skywalker or The Last Jedi?
What happened?
Which one are you
I don't know, bro.
It was one of the last three, and who cares? They all sucked.
It's the one where the brother or the dude was like bad, but she was going up against a chancellor at the end. And...
Yeah, that was the Rise of the Skywalker. I had fun watching that. All that they could do to salvage like the 3 movies was just make a fan service, whatever. I had a blast watching the last one.
Oh, that was good.
Right,
now the other shit was bad.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm gonna give it a shot, see what happens, and
Me too.
I'm not deep into. I'm not that deep into it. I mean, Star Wars is fine. I don't even own. If I own any Star Wars books, I guarantee you it came in a mystery box because it's not on my pull or anything, and I usually end up circulating those suckers right back out because I don't want anything in the PC that I don't care about. If that makes sense.
You guys ready to go back to comics for half a second for a Friday mail call, first appearance Friday, fresh from my mail.
Nice.
Boo doo doo.
Oh, nice.
First appearance of Isis.
Yeah. She was smoking back in the day.
That is a key.
Nice.
Sure didn't last but like 20 minutes, but
Have comics been more affordable than they are now in the last 2 years?
There's the correction is lagging, but I think everybody still wants. They're still trying to get top dollar for their stuff, and so the asking prices are still super high. But
from what I'm seeing, dude, I'm seeing all of the keys have dipped down about, if they're $1,000 books, they're $800 books now. If they were $600 books, they're $400 books now. So
I think there's also a loss. There's a lot of books that were up really high that now the releases have come out too. So now you're having those bubble books where their bubbles popped
like
and they're starting to
Morbius.
come back down. And
now the little $10, $30 joints, there's plenty of those. It's not as fruitful as it used to be, but there's still some money to be made there. But I'm just saying, like the normal standard keys you get, I've noticed a lot of shit dipped. I mean, but that's like 20% off of 100% doubling since last year or so. You know,
right?
Everything's still expensive.
It's up. Some stuff's coming down. I think actual sale prices. When I look at the actual sale prices and trends, they're down, but it doesn't change what people are asking for. Still, people are their asking price is still starting ridiculous high. They're just willing to come.
Yeah, on eBay, sure.
They're willing to come down more than they were before.
I got a Mr. Miracle 2 from the first run for $20 last night on Whatnot. It was like me and 8 other people, and nobody was. I mean, it was me and one guy bidding on it, and I was like, I guess he wasn't willing to pay $20 for the book, and I won it. And that's the only one I wanted on the whole damn sale. I picked up another one, a Strange Tales book, Nick Fury Strange Tales book for like $8, and but yeah, I think there are deals to be made, Biggie. Yeah, I really do.
Oh yeah, dude.
100% right.
Well, I'm going after a GSX, and it's going to cost a couple grand, but it's going to take a good $2,500 books or so to get that motherfucker. And some $100 books ain't like $100 books no more, so it might take 30 or 40. Who knows?
Yeah,
I think the blue chips are coming down a little bit less, but they are still coming down some.
I like it though. I've been hoping for this. So
I want the market to crash so I can buy some of the bigger books.
Yes,
because it's it. Not only did you have people are not as much at home, but I think you really have the issue of right now the market's down, the stock market, where people, a lot of people like me who have a lot of money that was in options and stuff and stock and stuff, and this last year I've lost over $200,000. I mean, that's
doing what
in value on stock.
I'm out of here, man.
So it's like it affects my buying power.
Yeah, no, absolutely. You're absolutely right.
I got to step, dudes. Have a good night, yeah.
Later, man.
Later, dude.
Yeah.
200K in stocks, God, dog, that's a lot of money, boy.
Yeah.
Last year's sellers Get offended if you ask for $10 less. Maybe it was my fault because the book was only $14.
There's a lot of that too. Like people, I know some guys who like had a lot of money in Bitcoin and stuff. You know, they lost a lot too and stuff. But like
a lot of people are losing a lot in crypto right now.
Yeah, crypto and stock.
That was silly. If you got money like that to waste, and I feel like that's on you, man.
Yeah,
I don't have money to waste.
I don't either.
A lot of mine was.
If I do, I waste it on this, and that's
right.
what that's my crypto. I had a girl at work that was trying to hard sell me on, jumping into different cryptocurrencies, and I said, look, I have some cash in a TD Ameritrade account, but that's not what I want to use it for. And she's like, oh, just think you could have 1 million shares, 1 million shares. Have you seen what's happening to this shit?
Well, I see a lot of my stuff was set aside because it was invested for my kids going to college.
Yeah,
and because I have 2 tuitions coming up this spring this fall now as my youngest graduates high school. So that's it was that was money that was set aside for that. So now of course this downturn over this last 12 months has come at the worst possible time for me because I'm
telling them not to go to school and
no, we're still sending them to school, but it's just like we're having to look at how we do that a little bit different. And we're same thing is like also, look, I'm not going off and ripping off those last 12 ASMs I need right now. That's gonna have to sit there and wait, right? Do some different books.
I tell my kid every day, I was like, man, if we hadn't had you, the money I was putting away just prepping for that sucker, I could have bought a boat. I could have done something, we could have really spent some. I remember because I kept looking at the bank account going, Jesus, this is all going to disappear once he's born. It's going to go to diapers, food, and everything else. And I was like, oh, well.
I didn't find kids that were that expensive early on, but later on, as they get older, they get more expensive. That's for sure.
Well, yeah. I mean, I was putting money away from the time they said go for his schooling. Whether he used it or not, I put it in that like Maryland 529 plan.
Yeah.
Which I liked about it was if when he turned 18 and he was like, look, I'm not going to go to school.
You could still take it out yourself.
I couldn't. They didn't want you to take it out, but you could extend it to a family member's child.
Yeah, you can change it to a different kid, but you can take it out yourself. You just don't get the tax benefits.
None.
You get if you're using it to pay for tuition. Because I had a 529 that we ran through that first, and then a lot of this stuff was a lot of these are stuff that I had was like restricted share units that were granted to me by my company to keep me because they wanted to keep me there, right? So you don't leave.
Incentive.
But,
right.
Yeah, well, it's the retention tool, right? If you sit there and you have a whole bunch of $80,000 that's there on paper or something that you don't have access to unless you stay another couple of years, that's a tool that when somebody tries to recruit you away, you go, yeah, you might be willing to pay me an extra $10,000 a year. What about this other $80,000 or something, right?
Yeah.
And they go, oh, we can't do anything about that. And you go, well, I'll stay where I'm at. Thanks.
Right.
But that's just, it is what it is.
Coco, he knows he's fine. It's when he gets an attitude with me is when I say all that stuff. He's heard me say it enough. He's not watching. He's asleep right now.
I tell my kids they're a bunch of lazy slacks. When's the last time?
I tell you
the last time they pick up a dinner tab or offer to pay for the gas in the car or something?
Yeah.
Lazy
I tell you who annoys me. He's probably in the chat right now. Is that guy DJ Lynx? Because he'll probably end up getting a Hawk One.
Oh, 100% he'll get one.
Yeah, like he's going to get a Hawk One, bro.
Yeah.
And there's nothing we could do about it besides root him on.
That's right.
It breaks my heart though because I don't have a Hawk One. So fuck you, DJ Lynx.
Jealousy is real in this community for sure, and we all wish we had everything, right? And that's why we like to do this.
So
George says no, he doesn't get jealous.
So Mark, just like those.
I really don't either.
Just like Digger Jim was saying, when's the last time Finn offered to pick up the tab for dinner or fill the car with gas?
He hasn't yet. And I have
see, the kids are freeloaders. That's all they are. They're a bunch of little freeloaders.
I'll tell him to use his money. He's like, I don't got no money. I'm like, well, how are you going to buy it? He said, with your money.
He knows.
Freeloaders. That's what they are. freeloading kids. I swear.
They're pretty much parasites until they're self-sufficient.
Yeah. I'm actually going to jump off because I'm going to do the other digging today. My guy is coming to pick me up soon. Wish us luck. We're going out to a huge farm field. Maybe we'll find some history. Maybe we won't.
Maybe you'll find Jimmy Hoffa.
No, probably going to find some Civil War stuff, maybe. But he's getting ready to. He flies out on the 15th for his next tour of duty. So this is probably going to be our last big hoorah as an all-day event. He's going to Romania, Rob. He's going to hang out with your people.
That's right.
So I'll see you guys later.
Later, Digger, bro.
Say, Jim.
Ain't nobody gonna fill a tank. Yeah, I don't know. Every time I drive by the gas station, it's kind of a joke to see how much it gives higher and higher. But
gas is expensive, dude. I spend $500 a month in gas driving an hour to and from work.
Yeah,
use your comment. It would take 10 Comic Pros to get a Hulk one. Realistically,
I was joking, obviously.
Yeah. No, I've thought about that because I want that Comics Pro. That's actually on like a short list of books that I want, and I kind of evaluate the cost of different stuff and I was looking at that.
Moving down the list for me.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it's moved way down the list as its price went up. They kind of stopped circulating like they used to, and they're kind of getting into the hands of the people that want to keep them now.
Mm-hmm. It's a good point. I still see them on eBay though, man. It's pretty crazy. It's just cool to even see one for sale,
No doubt.
That's why you chase New Warriors members. First appearance, 0 competition, and not a lot of money. Yeah, that's why I was happy to go down the rabbit hole lately of the Magnus robot fighter and the invaders. It's like
that first Magnus isn't that cheap. I mean, it's definitely obtainable. It's definitely obtainable, but
did Doc show you that first Blue Beetle, bro? That shit was crazy.
No, I haven't seen the first.
No,
Blue Beetle.
Oh fuck it, hey, bro.
I have issue 41 up here on the wall, but it's not all that exciting. It's just
Is it a Golden Age?
Yeah.
Oh, you got a Golden Age Blue Beetle. Cool.
I got a couple, but this is the one that's on. This is the one that's on the wall.
Okay, I see you. Who is that? Lou Fine?
White Pages. Stoner cover and art.
Stoner. Okay.
Yeah. So.
Damn, bro. That's some OG stuff, dog.
Looks like the Phantom.
Nice. I'm jealous, bro. They got one cover in the Golden Age. It's very sought after. It's like a good girl cover, and it's got a butt. It's so good, bro.
Yeah, I've seen it a couple times, but I just couldn't pull the trigger.
It's super expensive.
Up top there's some. There's some stuff up there.
I always wonder what's in Rob's collection, man. Because he's got like all these books.
It's always behind him.
Yeah, there's some Golden Age stuff up there. The top row is all Golden Age stuff. Some Green Hornet, Joe Palooka. That's an 8.5. That's an 8.5 Joe Palooka.
You're into it more than I thought you was, bro.
And then there's some Shazam. Go down over to some Golden Age Mystery in Space, and
you got any Timelies, fam?
No, I don't have that. My Golden Age stuff is really mostly, it's pretty inexpensive stuff for the most part. It's like giving myself like a little buffet. I want I'm picking out books for the most part that have some covers or are classic characters that I can get reasonably just to give myself a nice sampling of books from that era.
Well,
but there, with the exception of, the ones where I'll spend some money are when I'm picking up my Golden Age Flash Gordon and my Golden Age Buck Rogers and stuff. Those things I'm stepping up on some. I just, my recent Startling Comics was the most expensive raw book I've ever picked up. That was a Schomburg Airbrush Good Girl Bondage space cover. That's off at my presser right now.
Damn, that sounds great.
Yeah, that was
I kind of just went after Cap and Subby, and I would like to get a Torch, but
yeah,
I don't have one yet. But I got a Cap and a Subby.
Nice.
And I got like 40 10-cent Superman, probably 20 Golden Age.
Yeah, I got a couple Batman books that are pretty rough shape, but Golden Age ones out in the garage, but they're eventually got to make.
I might not have 40 because I actually sold a few. I might only have like 25, but
nice.
They're good though.
Some gators. At least the guys in the UK can send something in a freaking mailer.
I saw Two Bros had some problems with those guys. Two Bros would have complained if you got
Power Ranger stuff, and it was all.
He complains more in a little bit.
Everything was messed up. They put them all in those like mailer thingies.
Dude, I've been opening up look. Okay, here's a crap ton of stuff. Look how many damn freaking envelopes and shit I get. I mean, it's like ridiculous the amount of stuff that comes in envelopes and just a piece of cardboard. Or
Legion's gonna love what I mailed him. I mailed him one of my prizes, and it's like 24 books, like without anything.
That's fantastic.
Hey,
you know me. I'm not a grade snob.
They're horrible books.
I had some like that, like 25 books, and it was shipped in the point protection was a plastic shopping bag that they were stacked in.
So what you're saying, it was easier for you to mail me these books and take them to the trash can?
Well, I try to stay to the general price because I've mailed to other friends, and I don't want to like give somebody a little extra, so I make sure everybody gets the same shitty amount.
What am I supposed to do with these books? I have no clue what you're sending.
I don't know. You can throw them away. I would like hope somebody would prize tag them if they didn't want them, but I don't know.
Well, then in your honor, I won't even open it. I'll just slap a new label on it and send them to someone else.
Well, what's his name? Fucking opened one. Magic Lasso is a pretty good video. So I gave you a pack of Arby's sauce.
I like the 3 alarm sauce from Arby's. That little pepper one, that's my jam.
What do you eat at Arby's?
Curly fries.
Okay.
That's about it. Cheese.
You don't eat the carrot that they make that's made out of meat?
Packaged.
No. I heard they got like a mountain sandwich though. You can have like everything on your. I want to try that.
When everybody was coming out with all the Impossible burgers and stuff, that Arby's was the one who came out with a carrot that was made out of meat.
That's funny.
It was great.
You guys are killing it though, man. All you guys are crushing it. I watch you guys collect your books and stuff, and old Burke's hammering down, and Legion's getting books everywhere, and you guys are doing great.
I love Two Bros. If they wrap it in a paper towel, I'm gonna fight. Right? Complain. You should. Just like I did the other day when I got the one in a freaking Trader Joe shopping bag.
Hey, yo, Nick, what's up, dude?
Hey, little Nicky.
His mystery box is sold out, right? Like pretty quickly.
Yeah, the $65 ones that he has, the $115 price point ones coming real soon.
Clear some inventory.
I am also doing a mystery box launch this weekend. Actually, I'm going to put the teaser into the Berg Fam chat. I'll put out the teaser probably tomorrow, and they'll probably go on sale on Sunday or Monday.
The Maybach box. Like Maybach music from Rick Ross.
Just got a message from
Morpin time box.
Just got a message
from Maybach music.
Got the message from Lee for tomorrow's Slab Hub that he's been pulling slabs. He's looking forward to tomorrow. That's great. I can't wait to see what Lee brings
Lee
out.
from Whack Comics.
Lee Polanski.
Oh, yeah, that guy's a legend, bro. Shit, that's going to be awesome.
Who is that?
I'm really excited about it. He's Doc's guy, man. He's fucking awesome, bro.
When Doc says, I get books from him. Because we were joking, as like when I was telling Lee that, he was going to come on.
He finds...
last week and Lee was coming on this week. Lee's like, "Oh, you mean I got to come on after Man Cave? That's bullshit." And I'm like, and I told Doc, and Doc's like, "Oh, I get some of my books from him. What's he talking about?"
He finds super rare, eccentric books somehow. I don't know how. You got to ask him how, dude. I really am interested.
I'm hoping to find out because he's The stuff he posts, oh my god.
It's like him and Stray Flexing are Doc's two favorite guys, I think.
Oh yeah, and the next week then we have Spider Planet. After that, it's like all nothing but this golden age, atomic age sci-fi stuff.
Okay.
I'm like,
yeah, he's got this whole golden age group he talks about all the time. I don't know nothing about him, but
yeah. No, I'm super pumped.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, Lee was one who I had reached out to, and he was kind of like on the fence. And then Doc reached out to him for me on the side and sold the deal.
Yeah, he's pretty good at that, man.
Yeah. Sometimes you want to know that who's this Rob guy? What's he talking about? You know, if I can come on and show off books.
Hey, Burke, what's the secret to success, man? You're really good at this YouTube thing. What are you doing?
I don't know if I would say that I'm really good at anything, but I appreciate you saying that. I think the same thing I told Mark, right? It's like post consistent content, be yourself, be real. I don't know.
Does it help putting yourself in the thumbnail?
You know, I've asked myself that before, and sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't.
No slaves.
The title, the thumbnail, and the tags is probably the biggest thing. The tags, and I didn't understand tags for the longest time until I talked to Bueller. You have to like type in like exactly what someone would search, like a whole sentence, like let's say top 10 comics May 2022.
Yeah.
Or like CGC unboxing or comic collection or
money or something involved. Yeah. Yep.
So, and then what I'll do is I have them preloaded in there. And so whenever I go to upload something, I can delete the stuff that doesn't go with it and I can add other stuff that does. But I'll leave a lot of the stuff that like it's just I put in every video. So I don't like I said, I wouldn't say that I'm an expert at all at any of that, but
I think you just stuck at your Power Ranger stuff and you found like that was your general basis and you guys kind of like hooked up, like you, Legion, Kevin, and Two Bros. Like all of y'all was just like mobbing at the same time.
Yeah, Panda as well. And so what's interesting is that when I interviewed JDF at the con, I was like, I'm going to do this interview and no one's going to watch it. Like no one's going to care because everyone who follows me, I just assume they're just all comic book people. They're not Power Ranger fans. And that video blew up. It's almost at like 1,800 views, which is good for my little channel. But I think it just hit the algorithm right and found enough Power Ranger people that watched it. And thankfully, they didn't just watch it. They also started subscribing. So I went up like 50 subscribers just from that video. So it just, I mean,
bottoms.
So
I like how he refers to himself as a little channel when I wouldn't even be on this compared to you guys.
Yeah, I mean, when I think about big channels, I think about anything like 10,000 or more subscribers. That's what I say.
But really, realistically, in the comic book community, like
when he talks about you, he talks about micro channels.
Yeah, a thousand or more is a big channel.
Sure. But in the grand scheme of things, I mean, you got these kids' videos. People have like 10 million subscribers. You know, we're over here.
That's something. Like 1 million, bro. That would be something.
Yeah. And you hear, oh, you're doing it because you're putting on makeup or something, or what the fuck? I don't know. You're doing some stupid dance. What the hell?
Sharing dick pics.
Dude, we are so caveman. You know, we are like the first generation of internet. So within 40, 50 years, dude, these people are going to be doing this shit so much better than us, bro.
Yeah, no, our videos.
We're going to look back on this shit and be like, what the fuck were we doing?
Our videos are basically the cave wall paintings.
If I could go back,
the most basic. Yeah,
we are. We absolutely are.
If I could go back, I would probably start creating videos when I started collecting comics in 2016. And I would also
all the way back then.
What's that? What'd you say?
I said all the way back then.
Yeah, all the way back then, right? And then I would try to like research more about like how to do certain things like the tags and all that stuff. I would try to do a little bit better at that.
Yeah, it would be good to go to school. My mom's always telling me you should go to school for like that shit. And I'm just like, I don't want to fucking do that. But
So
you really should.
My youngest is going to school to study emerging media and digital arts.
Nice.
Which is, I guess, includes all this stuff.
Graphic design, PR, NFTs.
Yep. Yeah, and then with a minor in creative writing. So
perfect.
Yeah, man, that's a good plan. These kids, they gotta know these computers, dude.
Well, that's my oldest. Is he's a criminal justice major with an emphasis in cybersecurity and digital forensics.
Nice. So how much is a gallon of water?
What a hot topic these days.
How much is a gallon of water where you live at there, old Rob?
I turn open the tap and it comes out for free. Well, I mean, it's on my utility bill.
Oh, I thought a gallon of water was like $5 or some shit where you live.
I don't pay for fancy bottled water. Oh, but I see what you're saying because of the drought. Yeah, well,
yeah.
Yeah, that'd be a good question. It could be. This really kills me to see that there's bottled water. So I don't know. It could get that way, depending on where you're at. I know that last year up in Mendocino County, there were restaurants and hotels or restaurants that were closing their bathrooms off. They were bringing in tanker trucks full of water, and then they would have chemical toilets out in the parking lot for their patrons because they couldn't afford the water. But I don't know.
Mark, I'm posting my.
It's still less than gas, though, Biggie.
Oh yeah. How dare you, Burke?
Right.
So I got some slabs beside me.
What are we gonna get you on Slab Hub, Biggie?
I would come on, man. I just didn't want to force my way in there.
Well, when I sit there and say, "Hey, if you ever want to be on," there you go.
I might have to force my way on to DJ Lynx's channel. He's never invited me.
Let's go, Rhino Adventures. We're not gonna cheers. There you go. Yeah.
Touch tips.
Oh, absolutely, cover.
It's lock horns.
Yeah.
Mine actually has holes in it that I can see through. There's like I can see holes. There's pinholes that go right through the middle of mine.
Oh wow!
That's why I got a 3.0 on it. Son of a bitch.
Oh, nice.
This is signed.
Come on, Rob.
Signed by Neil Adams.
I don't. Mine's not signed by Neil Adams.
Too Biggie Shaq.
But I do have.
Is that the one from?
D-Ron, yeah. This is the first DGC
slab, or is that his homemade slab?
It's a homemade DGC. My boy D was doing the skins a couple years ago.
I've got homemade slab behind me.
Yep. Those skins are nice. I got my timely in it.
Let me tell you something. My label looks better than his.
Does it? Well, this is the first one, bro. He did better later.
Oh yeah, it definitely does.
He don't have the hologram on this one, but I bet I got another one that's probably sweet like that one. I'm surprised Burke don't have a DGC.
I got right with you, Mark.
I know. Well, because
we got the same designer.
I reached out to him about one, but he was only doing it for art, and the only one I had art on was a Action 1000, and so it wouldn't fit into the slab. So
here's a good one.
I'm trying to keep up with you, Biggie. You're running ahead of me.
I'm sorry.
There you go.
Nice.
I'm not pulling these out of the stack.
Oh, you got the second though, fam.
No, this is the first parents triple sign.
Oh no, you're right. It is
with a custom label.
Rob, look who's lurking. Look who's lurking. Good morning, Chip. Chip
My
is single-handedly responsible for me and Rob having clean-looking slabs.
Hey, real quick, Chip. Go over to my video from last night and just watch the first 10 seconds.
You got this one, Rob?
I do not. I don't have any old Iron Man stuff. I got rid of it all.
Yeah, I snuck one on you, didn't I? Motherfucker.
Look at we're just doing Slab Hub right now. Everyone's just.
All right, here's a good one. Booyah!
Yeah, don't have any Hulk other than my She-Hulk.
Let me know when you're ready to sell that one, Biggie.
You're first in line, bro.
Appreciate it.
That's it.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna my second Spider-Man 2099 toy biz cover. I think I'm gonna end up auctioning off because I had so many people reach out to me that were interested in it that I'm gonna just kind of raffle. I'm gonna just do a raffle for it. Because there was like 7 people reached out to me to inquire about it. So I figured I just maybe it's not an expensive book at a 5.5 that I just put a raffle up for like 10 slots at like $15 and let people somebody have a chance at it.
Yeah, that'd be fun. You doing that today? Let's do it.
Not today because I'm going to be running this, but I'll do it maybe I'll do it Sunday.
Just give me a heads up before you put the raffle up so I can buy all the spots.
Got it.
Hey, Spidey, how many of your ASM 1 through 20 are slab?
I have no slabs.
Oh, you have 0. Wow.
I'm a
whoa.
I am a
Damn, I'm impressed.
Whereas mine are all either slabbed or in the process of being slabbed.
I've never slabbed anything either, Spike, but I do keep them in slabs when I get them.
Yeah, I'll only, like I've said before, I'll only buy them if the slab doesn't matter for price wise.
Yes, because sometimes you have to.
Yeah, and that's the problem over here. I just got to take what I can get. So
yeah,
I've bought an odd one here and there.
Real quick, while it's on the topic of raffles, Steve, do you want to tell the 18 people watching about the signature series stuff you got?
Sure, yeah. Let me pull it up real quick.
All right, go ahead. I'm sorry. I just thought like Steve might want to plug that because he's trying to fill a raffle today.
Yeah, I'm filling a raffle right now. I'm doing 20 spots at $45 each, and the top 2 wins. And it's a you can go ahead and click the share now. It's a Wolverine 8. Signed by Clayton Crane, the Blacklight edition, and an Infinity signature. That's an 8 color. And then we have a Venom 200, Clayton Crane. That's also a Blacklight. That's a Road Tour edition, and a 9.8 Infinity signature as well. So 20 spots at $45 each, and the top 2 people are going to win. So if you are interested in joining that raffle, go over to my Instagram and comment what spot you want. There's 14 spots available. Like I said, the top 2 people will win. So if you're one of the top 2, you can win one of these slabs. So appreciate you, Mark, for letting me show that off.
If you share by multiple spots, does that give you an opportunity to win both slabs? I know it's.
So, I mean, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go through and I'm going to do the wheel. And then I believe you can take that part out and then you can respin.
Yeah, you can take that one specific spot out if they won for it, then spin again. So if they have multiple spots, they can win more.
They could win both of them. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, I'll just because even if you do the dice roll and the randomizer list, there's a chance that if you have multiple spots, you're number 1 and 2 on the list. So
yeah. And maybe I'll do the wheel. Maybe I'll do the list. I haven't decided yet. So.
That's how you know it is rigged when Mark wins them both.
Comment over there what spot you want. Unfortunately, spot 17 was taken by Becker. So.
Yeah, that's why I can't jump in.
That's how I feel every time you see one you want to take slot 4, so that way DJ can't participate.
I tell you that Becker.
Speaking of plugs, can I plug too?
Do it, Spidey.
Doing my 300 once I hit 300. Playing in the chance to win one of those 2 slabs, and if you do a comment, and if you're a content creator, so you'll get multiple entries, you can possibly win both as well.
Look at that.
Spider-Man book and a
I like that
John
Prowler.
Jang.
Oh yeah.
So so go to my thing and you'll find the 300 giveaway.
I should
once
go
I
look
hit
at
it.
your thing, is what you're saying?
Yeah, look at my thing. Look at my thing.
Go online and look
you'll-
at Matt
you'll
Spidey's
win
thing.
You'll win those things.
For some reason, I was not subscribed, so I clicked the subscribe button.
Oh my goodness,
Oh.
Burke didn't like
I
you.
know,
Matt Spidey.
terrible.
Can you believe that?
That's because I keep knocking Power Rangers. That's
Plastic
why.
Steve.
It's all right. He doesn't subscribe to me either, but you know.
That is not true at all.
I wouldn't subscribe to me, but
That's why I'm giving him away, Alan, because I don't collect slabs, and I don't collect Transformers, even though it's a beautiful, beautiful cover.
Yeah.
And I already have this raw, so I got this from DJ's 2000 subscriber giveaway.
Yeah.
And I got that out of a mystery box, one of the few mystery boxes that actually shipped to Australia. So
there you go.
That's what they're for, man.
It'll be a world traveled ASM.
Man, there's a lot of these guys that don't live in America that are just hustling their ass off. Like those Canadian guys, dude. They've just been working their ass off getting books. And I see these Australian guys, dude. You guys are awesome.
the less
I tell you
Canada
what,
can cross the border.
What's
It's got to
amazing
suck
me-
for y'all.
Oh, it does, big time. Like you guys think that prices are inflated over there. You've got no chance over.
Oh
here.
no, I know. New books are even worse over there.
Well, we're
What was you gonna say, Rob?
Oh, go ahead, because mine was tangential as opposed to direct.
Because I was gonna say, so
Love you, Rob.
a $3.99 book, like brand new book, is probably $9 for us over here.
Right.
Jeez.
That's what I thought. Yeah, it's like twice as much.
Alan, it really depends on what you're shipping and how much. But the last time I sent Mad Spidey a box of stuff, it was like $75.
Yeah.
Which is actually, I was very surprised. I was thinking it was going to be at least 100 or more.
Wow.
So,
we'll see how this box
found
goes
the
when I
good
could
way.
ship this one out.
Well, I ship to Belgium once every few months. It's normally like $500 and something dollars.
Get out of here.
And it's, I mean, like I'm shipping like there'll be multiple slabs, multiple raw books, action figures. Like there's some weight to it, but I typically get it in one like large box. Like
That's it's the dimensions that really will kill you.
Yeah,
that
the
is more
dimensions.
than the physical weight does when you're doing
But what
shipping
we're doing
internationally.
is we're saving his life on the customs. Like if to buy those individually, because that's why he buys all this stuff and ships it here for me to repackage is one. It's that shipping cost, like it is what it is, but the customs is where it kills you with everything.
Yeah, no,
that's why I've gotten, if anybody's ever sent me anything like a company or that, I get them to devalue it so it comes, if it's under $1,000 converted, we don't have to pay any tax on it.
Over in Belgium, they pay it on every dollar.
Yeah. If I get it from eBay or Amazon, you have to.
Yeah, it was the same thing. Even on my team in Romania, I sent them some coffee and declared it only at $30, but they still had to pay like $1 something on import. I'm all, okay, so you paid $1 for freaking pure Hawaiian coffee that would cost almost a month's rent over there. Like, deal with it. Now, that's the thing. I'm going to try to get this stuff to you when I ship it out here next week or so. We try to get it into the smallest box I can because, fortunately, everybody's stuff is like individually packed.
Yeah.
So, and I've kept it in those individual packs. They got it in like Gemini mailers and such. So that way I can then put those. I don't have to worry as much about protecting it as individual. Hopefully, shouldn't have to worry about doing a lot of bubble wrap and stuff. I can kind of condense it and just use minimal packing to try to get the smallest size box I can, because that's where the real cost burden comes.
Yeah, and like as I said, like I was buying my Bowen statues back in late 90s, early 2000s, so I know like how much shipping has gone up and how much it does cost a lot to and that was when the Aussie dollar was at like 50 cents compared to the US dollar. That was so hard.
Yeah, Alan, Alan, that's what I'm kind of the same way, but that's generally, but I can't generally admit to ship everywhere, but that's usually why I ship US and Canada. But I always say I'll ship anywhere in the world. And usually what I'll just ask is like, hey, like if Spidey wins and I wasn't shipping him something already, I say, look, my cost to ship was going to be X amount. I'll subtract that if you want to pay the difference in shipping or something. And even when I did my mystery boxes, it's the same way. It's like always when I'll ship them into internationally, I'll say, hey, whatever it is, it's $25 is going for shipping. Then great, the international gets a $25 discount off of whatever the shipping is. That's a nice book.
Claim. And that's what I've always said. Like a lot of people, that's what with all these mystery boxes and stuff like that. I'm like, there's no difference if. Okay, you guys ship, $10, $15, $20, whatever it happens to be. If a person is willing to pay the shipping internationally, why don't people send these mystery boxes and prize wins and stuff? If people are happy to pay for it, what's the drama?
I think that there's some people that just are intimidated by doing international shipping. There's you got to fill out commercial invoice, and some people aren't familiar with HTS codes and all the other stuff.
For me, example, Spidey, I don't print labels from home. I have to go to the post office. So for me, if you were, that's why I said it before. Like with my giveaways, I don't do international unless you're a channel member. For one, that gives you a perk for being a channel member, and for two, I know I talk to you regularly. It's not hard for me to get a hold of you. I can coordinate with you. I can hey, I'm going to the post office. And I can be talking to you when I get there, kind of thing. Or I can just say, hey, I can message you and say, hey, I just paid this, and I know you're good for it. Versus a stranger that coordinating with this, that, and the third. It's just it just is. I don't have time to be doing all that. But if I know you, if you're a channel member, if you're somebody I recognize, like, you know what I mean.
It's not hard.
Hey, check this out, Legion, bro. This is my favorite Neil Adams fan.
There you go.
That's a nice cover. And that's saying a lot coming from a non-DC guy.
That's my favorite Neil Adams, bro. It's so nasty, dude. That's probably like a $250 book, I would guess. This one's pretty funny.
Alex Journey, what is up? He said he would not go to Mongolia.
Oh, here's a good one. It's got a bunch of shit in front of it, but you get the idea.
It adds character to it, though. So
yeah,
nice.
All right.
Oh my god. Is anyone else planning on seeing Maverick this weekend other than Rob?
Oh,
no,
the Tom Gunn movie.
Oh, yeah.
Or Tom Cruise.
10 subscribers away.
All right, so Lee posted Weird Mysteries 12 as one of the books he's going to bring on to Slab Hub, and he says I'm going to be bringing pre-code horror comics. So make sure you tune in tomorrow to Slab Hub. So nice, we can have a nice big dose of pre-code horror books.
Mark Spector Comics has a lot of that too. He's big on the pre-code horror stuff as well. He shares a lot of cool stuff.
I don't have one of those either.
Ooh.
I would like to have like a EC Tales from the Crypt. Just one nice copy.
So I don't know. Maybe I haven't decided yet if I'm going to ship this Spidey 2 via U.S. mail or UPS again. I don't like the way that UPS played games last time with their calling. They put artificial delays shipping it to Georgia before they shipped it to Australia, and
yeah, that was a little weird. Well, you know my story about my art coming from UK. That was UPS as well. But I think they did a good job still because it only took, what was it, like 5 days or 6 days or something like that. I think
once I cleared their question about they needed additional. See, that was the problem. Was like pirate. Part of the problem was I used pirate ship to ship from home, and to get the discount. But what pirate ship didn't only ship printed like one copy of the commercial invoice, and it wasn't the commercial invoice that UPS wanted, and they wanted like multiple copies, so they had me fill out this other thing. And then of course the person that sent me the form to fill out, then it went to their email box, but then they went on like vacation or something, so then it had to, like, another person was reaching out and I had to resend it, and it was a whole song and dance, which is a pain in the ass. And it shouldn't have been as bad because I made the point of using the worldwide. But that's the thing that, like, Alan, if you're still there listening, if you ship internationally and you're going to ship UPS, I like to say this as often as I can so people get this in their head. If you use a program that's going to quote you, there's going to be a cheap rate. That cheap rate's probably just the standard UPS. And if you look at the fine print, it's going to tell you that additional brokerage fees may apply. And that's going to really hose your recipient on the other end.
I've gotten a package like that, where you got to pay the post office before you even get it.
Yeah, in case of the UPS, they'll charge you, in addition to any customs fees, they're going to charge you fees for them having facilitated it move through customs and their storage of it and everything else. And that can get pretty high. So if you ship UPS worldwide service, it includes any and all brokerage fees and stuff up front at like half the price. So it's going to be a more expensive ship. But it's going to be far quicker going through customs and a lot less expensive to the recipient on the other end.
USPS is the definitely.
Yes, you can ship. You can ship through USPS anywhere in the world.
It's the way to do it. It really is.
I was watching the Aaron Hernandez story on Netflix. Man, what a wild documentary that was. Like an NFL player was just out murdering people. Like a maniac. It's kind of like what's another comparison you can have to that? I had it. I don't either. I had it in my head before, but now it's gone. There was someone else who was an athlete that killed some people like that, I think.
OJ? Wait, oh, sorry.
Might have been OJ.
I was going to say OJ.
He's innocent. Nicole's killer's still out there, and
that's right. That's right.
What gets me, I'll tell you what gets me is since day one, Rob.
I know who it was.
Looking for her killer.
It was fucking Benoit.
Blows my mind.
Benoit with the concussions and stuff. Like these guys.
He wasn't.
They said that
he just snapped after Eddie and everything, and.
Well, Aaron's brain was like Swiss cheese. They said he had like. Yeah. Oh, okay. I thought Benoit's was bad too, but they say Aaron's was really bad.
Benoit's was like the worst they've ever seen.
Oh, okay. That's what they said about Aaron too. He's only 27.
And shit headbutt that was like not even everybody was telling him don't do the flying headbutt, yet he continued to do that flying headbutt. And
they said that Aaron should look like he should have been in the league 17 years.
Yeah.
I've had concussions, man. I'm sure y'all been clipped before and hit your head. I know I cranked my head a couple times, man. That should have.
We were kids that played outside. Of course we were.
Yeah.
Played football with no gear and stuff with your friends on the concrete, on the asphalt.
I've never been knocked out though. Like no one's ever. I'm not trying to get knocked out, but I've never. Have y'all ever been like hit so hard you were?
Yeah,
I did a flip off a trampoline, landed on my head, and got a concussion.
I was riding down a hill on a mountain bike, mountain biking down a hill, got caught in a rain rut that I couldn't get out of it. It took me right off the trail into a log that then flew over. And I woke up. Next thing I know, I woke up like
according to my friends, head up, huh?
Yeah, I was like. All up down the trail, head on, tumbling down the rocks and stuff.
Oh man!
Back before we wore helmets and stuff, I
did mine the worst way, dude. I was at a little festival or something, and they had one of them dunk tanks, and I used to be a pitcher, so I was loving it, dude. I had the big softballs. I did my whole wind up, whack, and I was winging them in there, you know. And I go get the balls. I bend down. I come back up, and it was like one of these metal girder bar things. Just cranked the shit. It took 6 months before I could sleep right, bro. It was that bad. I didn't get knocked out. I had a knot, and it felt like my neck was cramped up ever since then for a good 6 months.
Yeah.
Simon, check your sub count.
I had a similar one where back when I used to live in the mountains, we used to have like these rope swings and stuff, and we had one that you would run up the top of the hill, and you'd rope swing out, and you were
where'd that come from?
At full extension, you'd be pretty high up off the ground. That I was on when I had some
snakies.
Fingers taped up from broken fingers.
Snaky accounts.
No, I did not sub to you from any other secondary account or anything. I'm just over here doing the Lord's work.
They're doing work. They're doing the Lord's work. He does it. You get about like full extension on the swing out, and my fingers slipped off the rope. You shoot off into, you're free falling about 40 feet by the time you hit the ground. Thank God it was like redwood forest, and so the ground's pretty dense with the fallen, what they call the duff is what they call the leaves and stuff that fall from redwood trees. But I fucking dislocated my jaw. Standing up, like having to freaking jam my jaw back in and like looking around for my glasses and stuff, and fucking sucked.
Fucking Doc broke a tooth not that long ago. He was playing basketball and broke one of his teeth. I was like, good God.
There you go.
I don't know. Worst ever happened to me was like twisting my ankles. I'm the average white dude twisting my ankles playing basketball. Did you play football, Bert?
Oh, yeah.
You did?
Oh, yeah.
How long?
I mean, my whole life. Until
you played your senior year all the way up.
Yeah.
Where you at, Simon?
I actually played 2 years
6
in college
away
as well.
You played in college?
For 2 years.
Get the fuck out of here.
I'm not kidding.
What?
Hey, what? Division III?
I think I only know one other person that went to college, like football. He went to OU, not like OSU, like the green one, and he's fucking giant, bro. So I wouldn't expect you were like a.
I went to an NAIA school and I played there for 2 years, and then I transferred to K-State to just be a student.
Huh. What position did you play?
I played tight end.
Son of a bitch. I could see that.
I'm a big dude in person.
Yeah. Yeah, you're good. What, 250?
Right now I'm 6'2", 248. Yeah, I'm a big boy.
Yeah, look at that. I can see shit. Well, anyways, man, I'm gonna get out y'all's hair, man. I gotta get a nap before this rap battle, dude.
That's easy.
you don't have very long.
Chip played left out.
I didn't sleep last night. I had to watch my kid all night, but I appreciate y'all, man. Yeah, he kept me up good. I don't know how he's probably gonna fall asleep. They had to drive up by my mom, so I got the whole day to myself. I'm gonna have some fun. I'll be on Lynx, me versus 84, the Mega Power battle, dude. I'm really hyped for that. So I'm gonna have my collectors club beforehand and probably do about 45 minutes, and then I'll give my 25 comic book giveaway away after the mix because I want to do an after party and hopefully get some of those guys to come and hang out with me. So
there you go.
Biggie, hit me
later,
up.
Guys.
Let me know.
Later, dude.
Right. Gone.
So, what do you guys want to talk about?
Getting Mad Spidey over this little small hump should be about 4 away now.
I remember you were at like 180.
Oh, you're 2 away now, or 2 away.
And I got Mark above 200 subscribers. I'll never forget that.
Yeah, you got me 16 subs on that live stream you were on. I remember, yeah, that was awesome.
Whatever it was, I don't remember, but it was.
Well, it was right then. I mean, there's still some reciprocal ones the next day and stuff. But when I was like just starting out, he was on a live stream and they did like a little. He ran a little sub push.
Hey, yeah, Biggie. I was just
trying
saying,
to
hit
get
me
it
up.
back to matter, Simon. Like Simon's always like looking at me with blank eyes, like why doesn't he ever push my channel? And then
I do not do that.
I can smell your thoughts. every time I get on here and I tell someone to subscribe, he's just looking like, damn. And I think about it. I'm like, I need to do a sub push for him.
That's all good. I appreciate just being on people's channels.
What time is it there?
What?
It's about 20 to midnight.
I'm
20 to midnight.
Half away from lunch.
Friday night. Yeah.
Wow. So it's 11:36.
Yep.
You are 15 hours ahead of me.
He's in the future.
He's in the future.
Yeah.
Did you work today? You did. All right.
Yeah, unfortunately, and I've got to work tomorrow morning too. It's only 4 hours, but it's double time, so it's good.
Nice. Make that money.
Money.
Yeah, we've got one of our big cons coming up. 11th and 12th, I think. The weekend of the 11th and the 12th. So
who's going to be there?
I have not got any saving money at all for it. So I think it'll be just whatever the pay is before that. Whatever I can muster from that pay will go on that con. So
Cons are fun. The last one I went to a month ago was amazing. It was, I don't even know how to describe it other than amazing.
Oh, the one where you, Joe, and Becca were all drunk in the bar,
and Nick
and
Mike
and Nicky
V
kept
and
yelling
oh my God, it was
kept yelling Spidey at me every 2 seconds.
It was oh my God, it was so much fun. I spent $150 just in bar tabs combined on Friday and Saturday night.
Shit.
It was a good time.
Congrats, Mad Spidey.
I'm still writing bloody comments for people.
Congrats, Mad Spidey.
Do you get
I'm looking. I'm getting there.
No, you're there.
Yeah.
Congrats, bro.
Thank you very much, everybody. I greatly appreciate it.
Are we supposed to sub up to him? Hold on.
You asshole.
It's Mad Spidey's powdered tumblers.
Maybe that's where I was getting confused.
Ah, that's right. Now, Remy, was it the same shirt and hat all week or all 2 weeks? Or was it multiple shirts and hats?
No, same one. Same one, because that's how I roll. Although, at least on Let's Talk About It, Angel was able to wear her shirt for the first time, so that was cool. She didn't go shirt and hat, but
yeah, I wouldn't mind getting me one of those hats. Nice looking hat.
That's a nice hat.
Is it fitted or is it?
No, so it is adjustable, but it's like it's still stretchy. So it's I don't know what that's called.
Yes. Dude, that was such a great show, The Venture Brothers, and there's these reoccurring henchmen. Dude, that's awesome. I don't know if you've ever watched The Venture Brothers. Rob would love it because it's a spoof on Johnny Quest. Like Race Bannon even meets his final fate in that show. It's
nice. But you can't get your own henchman shirt on the Fat Stacks merch store.
Mm-hmm.
It's now been relisted after being taken down because I used the word Batman in the description.
Oh, I need to check my Teespring account.
Fucking yeah, especially since cost of goods went up too on a lot of stuff. So that if you were running low margins, like for me, I run razor thin margin because I don't actually care about making money off of what I sell. So when the cost of goods go up, sometimes it takes my listings down because now I'm not making enough profit for Teespring.
My Marvel 1000 went out this morning.
Nice.
Oh, you end up selling it.
Nice.
Yeah. I think the last 7 books I've listed online have all gone to California. Like clockwork. It's like I'll post something a week or 2 later, California. Every time.
It's to me, it seems like I'm always shipping to freaking Florida or New York or Michigan.
Every now and then I'll get a New York, and then I want to message them and ask them about DJ Links, but I know better. So, of course, they know him. I just,
Yeah, they'll probably.
I don't want to
think,
brag
oh,
too much.
They'll,
Like, oh yeah,
they'll like, oh, you know him too. Then you should give us a discount. And you're like, no, I don't want to do that.
That's what I mean. Like, oh yeah, he's my best friend, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know what to tell you.
DJ Links is your best friend?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
It's not Angel?
Absolutely. No.
Congratulations.
No. When I die, I want DJ to speak at my funeral. I don't know what Angel will do.
Probably be.
She might already be dead. I think we'd outlive Angel.
She'll be in prison for murder of Remy.
She'll be ranting.
I told her that the other day. I was like, if somehow we got on the talk of suicide, and I was like, I would make it look like a murder, just as one last joke on you.
Oh man.
Oh
man.
Just make it look somewhat suspicious.
Frame.
I've already Googled how to kill my husband on her phone a couple times. She knows that.
Where's the best, how to dispose of a body?
Yeah. I just think it'd be funny, like one last.
That's a good idea. I need to Google how to kill my husband on your phone. Just cover my base.
That's a safety net. That's a safety net. Every husband should do that.
What's the best product for removing blood splatter?
Yeah. Just so they know, if something happens, you're the first person they're going to look at. Angel was upset because she knows I'm not talking to the cops about anything, and I was like, if you come up missing, I'm not gonna say anything. And then she was like, well, what if I'm like, then you're just wasting time. It's like, I know better than that. I'm the first person they're gonna look at anyway, so you're probably already dead. Why would I try to incriminate myself?
Lawyer now.
Yeah. Yeah,
Matt Murdock.
When was the last time you saw your wife? I don't know. I need to talk to a lawyer first.
I played the 5th. Is that the line?
Yeah. Well, pleading the 5th is only something you'd have to do in court when you take the 5th during questioning. When you're being arrested, it's just you're observing your right to remain silent and only speak in the presence of an attorney.
Yeah.
So,
Sonic 2 is now streaming on Paramount Plus.
2 things that nobody has: a care to see Sonic 2, or anybody a subscription to Paramount Plus.
I have Paramount Plus.
Yeah, nobody has it. It's make believe.
Mark, do you have it?
What?
Paramount Plus?
No, there's nothing on there worth watching.
Yeah, see? Told you.
Well,
I'm being serious. There's nothing on there that would make me think I need that. Like the Halo show came on that I'm curious about, but I wouldn't pay to watch it like that. Like I would love to see it, but I'll see it when I see it.
So the real reason why I have Paramount Plus is because if you are a subscriber to this specific, it's a 24/7 sports network. If you're subscribed
like
to any of their
ESPN
pages, I'm a part of the K-State fan website, and it's $10 a month. If you're part of that, then you get Paramount Plus for free. So that's a real reason why.
That makes sense. Yeah.
How much is Paramount Plus?
Yellowstone is on YouTube TV. Because it has the Paramount channel on YouTube TV. You can just add anything to your list. So the whole catalog for Yellowstone, I've ended up collecting along the way. And I even started to watch it. I just don't care, to be honest with you. Like I couldn't get into it. And then the only thing other than that I think that anyone ever even talks about is the new Halo show.
It's $4.99.
So you're paying $10 for that $4.99 show?
Yes.
Channel?
Well, I do go
what
on
a
the fan.
deal.
I honestly go on the fan site more than I watch Paramount Plus. So, as you guys know, I'm a big K-State fan. You guys know that.
Yeah, I know. I just want to give you shit paying $10 for that $4 channel.
Big Nasha's in the building.
The problem is where does it end? Like, I know we you guys would have a lot more.
There's a lot of them. That's why I pay
over there
for
than what
Hulu.
we would, but that's like by the time we buy Netflix, Disney Plus,
yeah,
whatever.
I really
else.
did it
we
for
share
me.
All of that.
Isn't the Star Trek stuff on Peacock?
It's on Paramount.
I thought that
watch that.
But you can also buy the seasons if you wanted. But the like for me, like when I got rid of my satellite TV, I buy a very high end, a lot of money with Hulu, but it's still half the price of what I used to pay for DirecTV and stuff. So I pay most of my stuff is in Hulu, and I watch most of it there. Then I do have like Disney Plus, but I had the deal where I prepaid for the first 3 years, so I had some stupid intro deal. So I pay like $2 a month is what it broke down to or something. And then I pay for HBO Max right now, which I'm kind of, I don't watch enough stuff on it. It makes me wonder if I should
watch a lot of HBO Max.
But that's the subscription that I move around. Like if I'm going to, I'll cancel this one for now and get this one. And then I have Prime, but that's just because I pay for Prime because we do so much shipping on Amazon. So it's really just that extra perk.
So,
but I don't pay for anything else. I do have Peacock, but that's just because my cable provider provides it to me for free as part of just for letting them send me their free streaming box. I got it's like, here, well, if you let us send you this free streaming box to watch shows streaming, we'll give you access to Peacock Plus for free. And I'm like, free, okay. Send me your box.
Send me your box.
So it sits next to here on hooked up next to me on a computer monitor where every once in a while I put on I have YouTube streaming while I'm working.
So my mom pays for Prime because she ships a lot of stuff for her business. Yeah. So we use her Prime. I have Disney Plus and ESPN Plus and Hulu and HBO Max. And we actually split HBO Max with one of my wife's friends. And then my brother-in-law, he has Netflix. And so we share all of that stuff. So whatever we have something, we just share the passwords of everyone. That way we can just use all the apps.
Until they start cracking down on your IPs and
sure, yeah, and I'm sure they'll do that soon.
Netflix has already said that they're going to start cutting down on this sharing.
Yeah. Hey, Mark, I do have to bounce out though. I appreciate you having me on, brother.
I'm not going to be on long today. We got obviously moving stuff we have to do. We're about to have to go buy some more paint and figure out life in general. It's a lot going on.
I understand that. Moving sucks. All right, you guys have a good day. I'll see you guys later.
Days work.
See you, mate.
Yeah, no, I couldn't. I hate moving. Never want to do it. Are you moving into a place that you're gonna own, or are you gonna be a place you're renting?
I'm not renting.
Okay.
For real? Where's the lid? Let's put the lid back on that. That's not a toy.
Blood, and I don't know.
Put the lid back on it. It's
like tap the lid on that oil drum down firm before you
dump it in the lake. Out of my lunchbox from when I was a kid that I took to school.
Oh, I thought you were teaching them to tap the lid down tight on the oil drum, punch some holes in it before you dump it in the lake.
Yeah, you gotta get the sink.
Yeah, that's right. And plus, you want to let the little bacteria and fish and stuff inside there so they can eat the flesh, and so you want to get rid of the organic material as much as possible.
So that's why you just fill the barrel with acid first.
So it's my old lunchbox that Remy actually saw me show off over a year ago now, and Remy just happened to have the actual thermos that came with it, where I didn't have mine anymore.
Wow!
Remy sent me the thermos, and anything that has a lid, kids see as a toy.
Right.
And this was put up, but I've been slowly taking apart the man cave and moving stuff to the storage shed I got and all that kind of stuff. So as soon as Finn saw it again, it was game on.
Austin, tell me about it. I've been here since the start of the show.
Yeah, Rob's been here since 4 a.m.
I've been here since 9:30 p.m.
I don't even want to move from my chair. Yeah, I agree. Oh my goodness. I have to record some more shit. I have so many boxes stacked up over here to open stuff. CBCS order just got notification that it's shipping today. That's unfortunately it's not like the orders I want to ship. Like there's a whole bunch of like old stuff I have that's there, or some of the first appearances, like for the stamp first appearance challenge that I have locked up. No, those aren't what's shipping. It says shipping is a bunch of stuff that was signature verification and whatnot. Mr. White Shadow,
what is going on,
guys?
Did you watch Obi-Wan?
I have not yet.
What's that?
I have not watched Obi-Wan yet.
Oh,
I can still see you.
I can't see you, Remy. Did you guys end up watching it? Any of you guys watch that?
Not yet.
No. How about you, Mark?
I gotta wait till I go to Bex before I can watch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I chose sleep just because I was getting up early for Mark.
Yeah.
Mark
There's
mentioned
a small window of getting off of YouTube last night and on YouTube this morning that didn't have room for.
Yeah, and Mark last night was talking about how Tyler wasn't going to be here, and he wasn't sure initially whether he was going to be talking early. He's all, "Can you get there as soon as you can? Because I don't want to be talking to myself for long."
I made sure to send Simon the thumbnail and the link early yesterday afternoon, but he saw it. It showed scene, but he didn't say anything. I'm like, Jesus Christ! I don't know how this is going to go.
Then I thought it was funny that I had to ping Mark just 5 minutes before, say, "Are you going to send me the link to the?"
Yeah. I'm not used to sending the link.
It's usually Tyler.
I'm looking all over the place. I'm all, where the hell is this?
I did the deduction that if he's sending it this early, Tyler's not going to be on, so I'll need to be there at 9:30.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah. Hey, speaking of, hey Rob.
Yeah.
So, buddy, old friend, old pal, you wanna start banter for me then tomorrow?
Are you going to be there?
I will. I'm actually going to go there, but I have my nephew's graduation party. It's starting about that time, so I figured I'd pop in. If not, that's fine. I'll pop in.
I'm trying to think what else is going on tomorrow evening.
If you got nothing, go for it. If not, then I will be there probably to start it off, and we'll go from there. I was thinking about doing it at the party anyway, so
Well, you can let
I
Remy
was
do it
originally.
again.
I wasn't expecting it at all this week. Still, but
yeah, me neither. Me neither.
Okay, I'll let you. I'll let you know because I don't know what's Saturday's in flux. There's a lot of stuff that are stacked up. We're trying to get some stuff squeezed in before the cruise, and
all right,
because I run Slab Hub in the middle of the day, it really kind of it hurts.
Yes.
Remy, it's missing you, man. It needs you.
How are you doing, sir?
I'm doing fine. How are you today?
Man, I'm doing great now. Before it was questionable.
He's got chip. He's got finished walls. He's like in a.
Wait, you got finished walls?
Yeah.
Well, look behind him. They're finished walls right there.
Holy shit!
Or
I'll
they've
have to
just.
go part of the office.
I was going to say they just put posters over all those big gaping holes.
If I want to upset some college fans, we got some Wake stuff up.
Nice. But don't worry, he hasn't finished all the walls.
Oh no.
Because sometimes you have to irritate people.
Yeah, there we go.
Yeah, there you go. There we go. Now we're talking.
The real question is in that dry. Let's see how good are the warehouses. How many forklift holes are in the drywall in that room?
Oh, none. There's none. There's none.
I always say, somehow wonder how many times my guys when I used to run a warehouse could find a way to put a pallet so close to the wall that it freaking pierced the drywall.
It's enough. Yeah.
You guys need a license over there? Do you need a license over there to drive a forklift?
I don't think so.
I don't.
OSHA probably.
So OSHA.
I think you need to be certified, but it's not a license.
Yeah, there's the requirement is on the employer to make sure that your employees are safely trained to operate the vehicle, so that way you're then covered for any kind of like occupational work thing that happens. And so there are various certify training courses to test and certify your employees, but it's kind of like you don't have, I mean, there's no
no
formal license, so it's kind of like you train your people, but just like in theory, every day before you operate it, you're supposed to go through an inspection checklist. And
I do.
Yeah, well, depending on what you're doing, some places do and some places don't.
Yeah, because you have to be licensed over here. Like it's only an hour or 2 hours or whatever like that to get licensed.
It's pretty simple, but
you have to renew it every 5 years.
Mm-hmm.
But you don't have to retest or anything. You just got to get a new license. But yeah, you have to do a check before you can even like actually physically use it.
We did that at my warehouse.
Of an audit thing, so
for my warehouse when I ran it, I went through the train to trainer course, and I trained my team in our environment because we had a very unique environment that we were working in, and I made a point of doing the audit checklist in the morning, or safety checklist. But especially since we had really old lifts, one of them was a gray market goods lift, and one was a regular forklift, and the other one actually had an appliance clamp on the front because we were picking up TVs and stuff, and great.
Oh wow!
Have a license and everything.
My gosh!
I'm covering the ugly photo, of course.
Yeah.
Look, no joke. 20 years ago, Brian Micklejohn, I'll put his name out there, was drinking a beer and had me watch a video, and the video actually had a toy forklift with a GI Joe on it and a string on one side, and they pulled the string and the GI Joe fell off of it.
Nice.
And then he gave me a workbook and a piece of paper to write my answers. The workbook it was multiple choice. It had circled the right answers in the book. And I looked at it and I looked at him and he looked at me and he's like, finish your test. And I wrote down all the answers and that was it. And I've been certified for 20 years. And I've gone through 3 different major distributors. And as long as I could drive the damn thing, they were like, you're good. So I was like,
my personal favorite is the warehouse we had at one point. We had a lift. The mast, the upright on it was just, if you had it lowered, you cleared the door by about, I'll put it for you, Mads, by about 6 to 8 centimeters.
Yeah, so not much at all.
So anytime anybody freaking had it lifted up and forgot, and they'd come through the door, they took out the roll-up door. And
my Lord.
Oh man, the expenses we paid on the roll-up doors, repairing roll-up doors at that facility was insane.
So when you talk, you know how you were talking about holes in the wall, Rob?
Yep.
That I don't have. But we talk about roll-up doors.
Oh yeah, battle damage.
Like coming apart and like all my roll-up doors are smashed somewhere.
We have to wear high vis and obviously be licensed and all that sort of stuff.
If you're on the dock, you don't. For us, we didn't have to do anything on the dock. But my first warehouse I was at, we had to unload the trucks in the parking lot, and we didn't have ramps or shit, and that would suck because you're driving through. We'd be offloading. We'd be driving indoor electric lifts out into the outdoor parking lot, over speed bumps and water ditches while traffic is going by, and you've got pallets of televisions, old tube TVs back in the day, teetering back and forth, just hanging on by pallet wrap.
Well, it's even worse because with our forklifts, like it's on private property, obviously at our shop.
Yeah,
but we're not actually allowed to drive it on the street because it's not actually. You have to actually have them registered.
With
the road authority or whatever like that to actually be able to do that. So we're only allowed to do it in the loading dock and just on the sidewalk, and that's it.
Yeah.
So
yeah, Taylor. It's actually the worst thing is to me that when I go through stores like out here, when I go through like Home Depots or Lowe's and stuff, because I used to do all the safety inspection for the warehouses and everything else, is when I'm walking through those places where they have upright racking into places, and I see like bent uprights on racking, where I'm like, and loads still on those racks. I just cringe. Just seeing them. I mean, I went through one store.
Slowly walk away from them.
Yeah, really. I think we were one store. I was walking through one store and it was so bad. I was like, saw a manager. So you guys understand how many? uprights you got smashed? Really? We do? Where? Show me. He's like, manager of store. He's obviously not walking his store. He had no idea. But he was curious to know where they were. And he's like, shit. But
yeah, he's like,
how many videos you've seen?
Some sort of work safe thing or something like that. He's just making sure you're not like, one of those guys that does spot checks on places. Little Nicky. I can go to bed now. I've heard Nick's voice.
Yeah.
Nightmares after that.
The Nick rasp.
I'll be right back.
He's rocking the Burke shirt. No sleeves.
Yep.
You're too old for that shit now.
Oh God. Go away. You're a hack.
That is one thing I'm glad of, that I'm slowly starting to get a few bits and pieces from people like that. I'm gonna do the Remy thing and just start holding up bloody stuff all over the time.
Holding up the stickers. Yep.
I'm Aussie Chip. I like to ruin people's plans.
What are you talking about?
And
ruin no plans?
Snake behind people's back. I'm just a terrible individual.
I am. I'm the worst. Deal with it, damn it.
So day one for the con for you, Chip?
Tomorrow will be the day one, so I'll go tomorrow. Today I got to go to a Cholula exhibit in the Botanic Garden here. So, yeah. They're taking the parents out today, and then tomorrow will be the Comic-Con with Austin LeMay.
Nice.
If he ever responds back to me, I think he's ditching me.
Well, you probably heard what you did to me.
Well, hey, I was going to make him pay for everything, even my comics. Jeez.
I'm excited for Heroes, man.
Yeah. That's right.
Every day it's getting closer. I'm getting more and more excited. It'd be nice just to get a couple-day breather. I was talking to a local here who's going and was asking me if I picked out what books I'm taking to get signed. And I'm like, dude, I haven't even been looking at the guest list really. Like, people tell me who's coming. Like, I'm just excited to go. Like, it's 3 days. Like the wife opted to let me go and just let the kids stay behind. It's just, I need it right now. I just need that.
And it's just you and Pops?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Like, I'm not even lying. I'm looking forward to just the time that we spend sitting in the hotel even. You know what I mean? Like, just
getting away from all
barking, their noise, and just with I'm literally like, this is the feeling I get when I go on vacation. And I always go to the same place every year for my vacation because I only get that one time a year to go out of town. Yeah. And when I'm out of town, like even on the show today, I was already dealing with work stuff. But if I'm out of town, I'm out of town. It's out of my hands, like that's the only time I feel actually disconnected from work. So it's going to be nice to be out of town and just to be able to sit and know this is where I'm at. There's no possibility of something popping up, and just I need it. And I was telling them that the biggest thing, I'm just ready to go. Man, Nick's the highlight of my trip. I'm excited to meet people and everything, and excited to go and see the creators. But literally getting to meet Nick is the highlight of my trip.
It's not that special, trust me.
Well, that speaks volumes how crappy the con is then.
Chip, don't even get me started on C2E2, okay? I almost became this guy at C2E2.
Yeah.
Looks like a sex offender.
All because of Chip.
Hey, what's with me? That's cool. That's good that you guys are going to check it out.
I don't think I'm going there to spend much money. If I spend anything, might just grab some back issue stuff, like try to pick up a couple issues of Tales to Astonish or some Missing Hulk books. I'm not even gonna take a lot of money to spend. You know, that's not my goal.
No. Pretty much what it becomes.
Taylor's top 25 list. Nick, congrats.
Yes, Nick is here now too. This is amazing. This is the best hangout. I mean, if people are somewhere else on YouTube right now, shame on you, because this is the best panel that you can. Where's DJ at? That's the only thing we need. I need DJ and Nick bickering back and forth for a couple minutes, and then my whole weekend's made.
See, I appreciate Taylor's comment, but the only problem was he only met like 13 people.
Yeah, I was gonna say.
25 is my favorite number, though.
Yeah, any younger than that, and they start to look suspicious.
Hey.
Oh,
hi, Rob.
DJ's in the chat. You asked for it. He might be coming.
Oh, you better hurry up because
Oh, hey, Chip, real quick.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Were you really interested in this?
Was I really interested in the Noctura?
Yeah, I thought you claimed it the other day.
Oh, that was season. No, I'm not interested in it.
Okay.
It was cool though, but yeah, sorry.
No, that's fine. I just wanted.
You just
I thought it was like
chain
everyone was
fucker.
joking around.
That's what
I just wanted to make sure.
I owe you money.
Yeah.
I just wanted to make sure because if you were serious, and great, I wanted to make sure that I reached out to you and get it going on its way to you. But if you're not, then I'll sell it. I won't hold it off to the side anymore.
Yeah, no, go ahead. Please sell it.
He was going to AOK it to you, Chip, but since you're not
that's
interested,
okay. No. Please make some money off the damn thing.
You see what I mean? He's the type to say he wants something and then go back on his word. Son of a bitch.
Hey! I did not tell you I wanted anything.
Dan, there are a couple cons here, but it's weirdly enough. There's one called Cowtown. There's another Fan Expo here next month, but it's like the week before Heroes. So if I do go, I'm going to wind up going like one day. It just seems like they always fall like an on-call weekend for me, or just something that's rough.
Yeah. He's more the exotic traveler anyways. He likes to go places to cons, not just stay local.
Yeah,
determined to hit every con in the U.S. in 1 year. That's what it is. That's his goal.
I mean, honestly, there's only one left. There's only one pocket of people left. Well, maybe more. Florida. I mean, it's got to be Louie and Roscoe.
Freaky Louie. Yeah, Roscoe. Yep.
Gotta be.
Yeah, I think next year I might try to see what the details are trying to make MegaCon look like. That's like I don't know. It's still a lot of effort, in my opinion, because cons are definitely fun, but I don't know. There's just a lot of effort, unless you're able to make them profitable somehow. Like if you go and you're people that
if you're trying to be profitable in collecting, you're doing it wrong.
That's why I'm saying like I have no interest, Rob, because I don't do that. But there's plenty of people that do, that go and chase the exclusives and the signatures and submit them and turn around, and they felt like it's a huge money-making venture for a large portion of the.
Yeah, no, I go for signatures myself and then meeting other people, hanging out and meeting the friends.
Mm-hmm.
That's why you would go, Mark, is if I said, "Hey, I'm going to be there."
Yeah.
That's why. All right, time for me to leave.
Yeah, because honestly, I don't even like.
Your dream is complete.
I'll let him start because I always got to feed off of him. So,
Remy, what's his beard taste like? I was looking at it. It looks crisp.
I think Remy's working.
What's his beard taste?
No, I'm trying to. Nick, I sent something in the private chat. If you could confirm that.
I am confirming that, sir.
Okay.
All right, these will most.
How you doing, guys? What did I do over there? I messed
Hi,
up.
DJ.
Nick, you son of a bitch. I heard you were talking shit.
When he comes directly at me like that, I got nothing for him.
Oh, man. What's going on?
No, we had the full gamut.
Hey, did we
How you doing,
talk
DJ?
about, did we talk about Kenobi?
No
We
one's
did not
watching
because
it.
none of us had time to watch
No,
it yet.
no one's watching
it
it.
yet.
I have zero
It
interest
dropped
in that
last
show.
night at 11 o'clock for me.
Yeah,
It was
well,
12 o'clock
did?
East Coast, and I'm like, I'm going to bed. I fell asleep
Yeah,
to it. It did its job, got me in less than 10 minutes.
I-
The whole intro is just like a what is it? Like a recap of the first the prequel trilogy, which was cool.
Okay.
They made me want to go watch the prequels. I love the prequels. This I don't know. I'm hoping it's good. I didn't see anything that says that it's not going to be good from what I saw of it.
Yeah.
But it's Disney, so it has all the opportunity in the world to be terrible.
I'll watch it this afternoon.
Yeah, I'll end up
good,
watching it
Sam
throughout the day here.
I'll watch it tomorrow after work.
Yeah, I might. Huh? Okay.
I'm definitely going to watch it. I'm looking forward to watching it.
We'll have to watch it.
I'm gonna
We have
watch
to
it right
We have to
now.
watch it. We have to watch it before banter. You know that. So
Yeah. The wife's about to be heading off over to the new house to do some painting, and I'm going to take the kids and go to the post office and over to Dead Media and let them find some old Transformers to get. I'm going to grab something from there for this month's Legion loot. Grab a nice key comic to throw in there as the kicker book. And then I'm going to come home with some food and probably fire it up while they play and make noise in the room. It's perfect.
There you go.
Good job.
All right, boys, I'm going to sign off here. I got to get ready to head on out today, but great seeing you.
Love you, Chip. Have fun. Share a lot of
Talk to y'all
pictures.
later. Thanks.
Take it easy, buddy.
Why am I doing
Talk to you
this?
guys later.
Let's do this.
There you go. There's your man, Remy.
Look at those hot toys. Like, I've got the fever now.
Dude.
And then I see that
You
Captain
can't-
Marvel, and I'm like, oh, I'm cured.
Yeah, you can't leave. Can we turn the camera around on this thing? You can't.
That's not good.
Oh no, that's camera off.
I think you just grab it and just turn it.
Front camera. Can you see my back camera?
All I see is a ring light.
And shoes. It's like the back
Shoes.
council. It's like a shoe. It's like a shoe store.
Shoes. Oh, let me close this door.
Oh,
I
there's
don't
some good
want
ones.
random naked people just popping in.
Are you painting in that? You should.
I don't know. It'd be a more interesting show.
So
That's a
there
good
you go,
code.
Mark. That's funny how we got the same. That was my first hot toy as well, Superman. That's insane. So this is the side that you don't see. So
Yeah, that's funny. You have the good ones out of sight. Now, which one is that? The Batman v Superman, or is that
89?
Not
Not
that
89. I'm
one.
sorry. Batman Returns.
Yeah, not that one. The Ben Affleck one, because there's like 3 or 4 different Ben Affleck ones.
Oh, this is the original one, the BVS one.
Okay.
That's the BVS. That's Christian Bale from Dark Knight Returns.
Careful, baby, it'll fall over.
And you got the Joker. I kind of hid them because on camera you could see, you could see that stuff as opposed to that. Joker, Zod. The
There we
greatest
go.
Joker in the history of the
Dude, I
world.
want that dead shot so bad. And there's a few different Jokers that they did. The tuxedo, the straight jacket. That's the one right there.
Yeah, this is the this is the best one. Yeah, you have to have Joker in purple.
Yeah, exactly.
Harley
exactly.
Quinn, which is amazing.
Oh, that's awesome. Good job. Look at that.
Yeah, these are fantastic. And then those are all the DC stuff. Then the rest is like.
Does that Robin also include
Oh,
a padded codpiece?
So a local here that watched my video, I was talking to him at the shop. He said he's got 31 hot toys, and by far Neo is his favorite one.
Neo is amazing. And then if you press his stomach, he goes, whoa. Yeah, so that's that side. And then you guys don't see this side, the statues.
Damn.
What is
So
all that
this,
stuff?
I remember when I got this. This was the first piece that I paid like multiple thousands for, and I was just like, I am never gonna buy another statue after this. Everything came after. And then that big ass alien. Where is he? You can see.
You see him. That's really cool.
And then this is my fan, my number one fan.
Is that Dutch?
Dutch. Oh yeah, Dutch. My bad. I'm like, I thought you were talking about the G.I. Joe.
And
yeah,
that, ladies
Dutch.
and gentlemen, is how New York built the Verrazano Bridge.
And then the T-800. Yeah, and then up there, these are my NECA McFarlane 18-inch horror figures. My Predator. Those are life-size Predator bio helmets. You can't see them because of the green screen thing is hiding. Half-scale Alien Warrior.
Sideshow stuff.
Yeah, and then some sideshow Predator statues up there. Yay!
Definitely some awesome stuff in there.
Yeah, man. I was good. All right, I'm gonna turn back around. Hold on.
Because we're going to Angels, bro.
I'm wondering, DJ, do you have have you ever posted a video like behind the scenes?
I believe we have some members only behind the scenes videos. Yes.
Oh, okay. Nice.
Thank you,
I
Mr.
guess
Q.
maybe that's what I was thinking of. I remember being able to see them behind the scenes on a formal video that you make is something else. I just recall it being an amazing video. So I didn't know it was for members only, though. That would make sense. So yeah, I guess it's not a listed perk, but probably one of the perks that people should consider.
Thank you. What else I have?
Always doing the plug.
Yo, Remy, you're the best. You're the complete opposite of Rob Fat Stacks of comics. Rob is like, you're absolutely right. I just wanted to hop on and make your dream come true. I'm actually, what time is it?
It's 7 o'clock in the morning.
7 o'clock in the morning. So what's that?
7:18. 7:18.
7:18. Yeah, I just wanted to hop on. I have this is what I don't understand. It's the Friday before a long weekend, Memorial Day weekend, and I have people booked meetings all day, and it's just like, what are you doing?
It's end of month,
dude. But it's like, hey, could we catch up? Hey, could we catch up? Oh my God, let's catch up before the long weekend. It's just like, what? I have a rap battle to practice.
You should be practicing on them. Just bust into a free flow, dissing them left and right.
That's true. Hey, yo, fuck your network needs. Yesterday, you guys would be proud of me. So I booked my calendar all day yesterday with meetings.
Yeah.
I think I read like 50 books yesterday. Just knocking them out all day from like 7 a.m. all the way to 4:30 p.m.
I got my stack down, not counting the stuff I picked up this week, down to about half a dozen books left. Yeah. I was like, I feel like I accomplished something.
It is true. I felt I was on cloud 9 yesterday. Like I was like, I read 50 books. Like you can't tell me nothing.
Now I just got to keep on it and not let it build back up again.
Yeah, it's true. He's like, did you fix the lock to the backyard? No, but I read 50 books.
Did the dog get fed? No.
Didn't I tell you I was busy reading books?
Yeah, basically. So
did you cook dinner? No. Did you?
Yeah. So I got down you know how we have our Q stack that isn't put away. So I did the Q. So then now I was going through the Q box this morning. I took 4 from the Q box and I was just like, yo, my God. The Q box, the Remy Q box, as I call it.
Then what I got right now is the boxes. I got to go out this weekend. I got to spend some time in the garage if it's not too hot. All the books that are stacked up on top of the boxes, they're staged to go into the box.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, okay, so they're on top of the correct boxes to go into, but those stacks are starting to stack up. We actually have to spend some time, and then because of between a couple recent. I was doing some new re-inventorying my slabs and making sure that it was with boxes. I got boxes of slabs that are down and got to get put back up. Shit.
Yeah, no, I did the same thing. So I have my boxes on top of the boxes where they go, and then the indie books. That's the most books I've get is the indie books. So then they kind of like slid off. So I was like, all right, I have to put them back. So I wind up organizing everything yesterday.
If I get to that
That's what
point,
I need to do.
I have an extra short box that just sits off to the side. It's like sometimes it start getting filled with books to get put away.
Mm-hmm.
These need to get put away.
Yeah, no, I had to crack open the. I do the same thing. I always have the extra the BCW black box, and I cracked open my last one yesterday. And then it's funny. So I have all my books over here, all my good books in the room on this side, and then my DC books on the other side.
Yeah. And then I'm sitting there right now. I'm looking at my stuff. I'm going like, I'm almost out of space for my racking. I mean, I got a little bit. I could probably stretch it a little bit longer, but I also know what I have in queue at CBCS that's supposed to come back. Everything else, I'm just going. I guess I need to figure out which of these I'm actually going to take over to the storage locker and stuff.
Yeah, I don't want to get to a point where I need a storage locker. But big shout out to CGC. I want to put that out there. Big shout out to CGC for listening to only prominent members of the community. Forget everybody else. Fuck us. We're losers. Nobody cares about us. But listening to those prominent members of the community,
AKA
try to guide the way you put stuff on labels, aces.
Yeah.
Aces.
I did like the CBCS response. That was pretty good. I don't know, DJ. I'm torn. Like, I really don't want to put comics in my storage locker because I'd rather. So I might keep them in my garage. I might just have to put other stuff that's in my garage in the storage locker. Just trying to figure out what is it that I'm going to put out there that I don't.
I have comics in my storage locker. Just recently, I put in Gilbert Gottfried's corpse. Too soon. I apologize. Jesus Christ.
I mentioned them yesterday and everybody freaked out. So
yeah. I'm sorry. He would have appreciated that joke. Because I'm a comic, and you got comics in your storage locker. Yes. But no, Rob, to your point, CVCS. They scored points with me this morning.
Well, that's the thing is like.
What did they say? I didn't see it.
Well, they basically said we're going to continue to cater to everyone, and we're going to continue to put all defects will be listed on there, and we're going to continue to make sure that graders notes are free to everyone, as we have always done.
Not just those prominent members.
That's the whole thing. Is CGC claims like, oh, we're not going to have to put these defects on there because now because now graders notes are available to everyone. And then in parentheses, basically members, right? But that's only if they actually even post the graders notes. I mean, we all have books that I have books that are like 7 point something that have no graders notes, and you're like, what the hell? So just because you let me as a member pay to see graders notes for books that I did or may not have submitted doesn't mean that you should allow people to hide the fact that, oh, this has a cutout coupon that's that it doesn't affect story or something. It's like,
yeah, I think that's stupid. But
missing
Marvel. If anybody wants, I have a 9.8 green label. It does have the value stamp, so trust me.
Which one is that? 181.
181. Yeah, it's a green label, but it has the Marvel value stamp. This face will never lie.
I see what you're doing there.
You can resubmit it yourself.
Yes.
So weird. I don't know if they were just trying to like clean up the label.
See, if they would have said
it's not
that,
like it takes more time or
no,
more
like
money.
I get that. Like it makes no sense to put the stuff on the label if you're going to give out free graders notes, whatever. What bothered me was the whole we listen to prominent members of the community. Who's the prominent members of the community?
People who spend money.
It doesn't make any fucking sense, man. It's just like whatever.
They could have put that stuff.
This guy right here.
You want to clean up?
Rob, right? Rob.
The guy who had 200 books out at one time.
He's a prominent member of the community.
Keep going.
It's his fault. Hello, CGC. I need you to remove those words off my label. It's your fault, Rob. See? I can see it in your eyes.
Rob was like, you know what would be really nice if this label didn't have all this crap underneath. on the bottom here.
While you're at it, CGC, why don't you remove that white square? Nobody likes that.
No, that's what you told CBCS they needed to do. And since they didn't listen, you're like, all right, I'm going to manhandle CGC for a little bit.
That's true.
Well, they might listen now with the change of ownership.
What are you talking about, Nick? The Fortnite code is still in the book, unused.
They didn't change ownership. They just the ownership is owned by Beckett, but it's
the president.
It's just the original founder and president who's leaving. Steve Borak. I like that.
Ooh, I haven't got that one yet.
You collect these too?
Yeah. I don't know, about 20, 25 of them, something like that.
Oh, wow.
Nice.
Hey, for a guy who doesn't wear logos on his t-shirt, that's a nice one you got on there, Daniel.
Are you talking to me, Nicholas?
I said Daniel.
Oh, shit. That's it. Yeah. Yeah, you're absolutely
right.
You called me out on my not wearing logos on my shirt. This was the shirt that was on top. I had one of my company shirts on, whatever. It was a pajama shirt. And then just to prove a point, because I said I had meetings all day, and then I have to bounce, as a matter of fact. I use my company shirt to paint, so it's dirty and full of paint. So I go into my company meetings with the company shirt on, full of paint, just to prove a point. So this was the first one that was on top, but I appreciate you shouting out my gorgeous Wolverine shirt, Davis Ryder Gem Mint limited edition t-shirt, only available on the greatest app of all time, Whatnot. Speaking of predominant community members.
I sometimes forget because I don't meet with clients very often anymore in my current role. I mostly meet internally with internal people. Yesterday, I actually had a meeting with a customer. It was talking to their lawyers about the contract, trying to make them understand English instead of legalese. And I'll go into the meeting. It's like halfway through the meeting, I'm realizing that I'm sitting there in this meeting. I'm wearing like a shirt with my own face on the fucking front of the shirt in front of this comic book wall, talking to this law firm. I'm like, fucking half-ass joke to me, thinking, what is this guy?
Let them know who they're dealing with is what it is. Tell them you're changing CGC by the day.
I think that's mostly one of the ways I basically came down to. They kept arguing. I basically said, look, you know who the fuck I am, boy.
Mm-hmm.
I'm Rob Fat Stacks, yo.
Nope.
And they said, well,
I know Chip Getler. That's what I always say.
Yeah. Oh, I say, don't make me call Chip Getler.
I'm Rob Fat Stacks, yo.
I'm Rob Fat Stacks. I'm the left hand of Chip Getler. Don't make me call him the big man.
You're the hand he masturbates with.
You got it, sir. We agree to your terms.
Oh man. Yes, I am eating some Cinnamon Toast Crunch out of My Little Pony cup.
You are a brony. Got it. That's all right. I'm just eating Ritz crackers, or I'm taking communion. One or the other.
Ritz crackers. Ritz crackers are good, man. Ritz crackers are a super underrated
buttery
snack.
Body of Christ.
Oh shit! Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's the guy. You know him?
Oh my god, dude! What the hell's wrong?
That's the joy of being a pagan. I can say what I want.
It's your fault. We got Christmas trees then. That's when we put our gifts under the pagan holiday tree. Speaking of Christmas, did you guys pick up Naughty List by any chance from Aftershock? It's a pretty good read. So it's called Naughty List. It tells the tale of how Santa Claus became Santa Claus. So the dude's name is Nick Sinterklaas. Right. It's actually really, really cool.
He's right here, actually.
Hey, Nick.
Then someday later on, he moved to Texas and became a fan of collecting shoes.
Yeah.
That's where the wooden shoes, in Holland, putting the wooden shoes out at night, and he would leave. Originally, Nick would leave little prizes inside those wooden shoes that they leave out. But eventually, he just collected the shoes and said, "Forget them.
Forget about them."
That's true. That was Nick's original name for his channel.
It's his origin
Nick's
story.
Wooden Shoes.
Yeah. Well, that was part of the Nick's Clogs and picture books.
Yeah.
I actually got some Motorsport 4s coming this week.
Some what?
Motorsport 4s coming this week.
Those are nice. Those are nice.
I'll plead that I have ignorance on this one.
No, but I thought there was like some controversy going around because they weren't being sold to like people over 50. So how did you get them?
I'm not 50 yet.
Oh, oops. Sorry, oops.
God willing. God willing.
God willing. It's awesome. You're showing off the tats. You're showing off the tats on the shoulders today.
And on a completely unrelated note, I noticed you got some gray hair going on there, DJ Links.
I just ate a powdered donut, and I didn't get a chance to wipe my face. I just went down on B. Arthur, and
sorry, Remy. This is not the sparring you were looking for.
This is exactly what Remy asked for. Is these two going at it?
All I'm saying is, this is the panel that you need to look out for. All right, that's it. We're missing Tyler. That's about it. I mean, that may be the cherry on top.
You know, it's another panel that you need.
It's like if you could assemble your Avengers team, this is it right here. Where's Tyler? That's it.
The panel you need to look out for will be on 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. DJ Links in the mix.
Showing why he's the best rappist alive.
Yay!
Yeah, Austin.
What is that?
Look at that.
Let's do the Borat dance. Oh shit!
What a coincidence!
That's what took him so long to get on.
Get this. La, 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 la.
I had to go do a wardrobe change. It was a whole thing.
Awesome. Hold on, wait a minute. Move. Will the real Austin please stand up?
Austin's been waiting a year to join just for somebody to be wearing that shirt. Now is the time to strike.
We just need to give Austin the snapshot of DJ's background so he can put up his virtual background and be hanging out there. You know.
I got statues back here.
That's not a statue, mate.
I just need to grow a beard real quick.
You might shoot your pants.
Oh, I crapped myself.
Austin doesn't save towns; he just buys them outright.
Yeah.
All right, Nick, I see you. Ooh, that's Grim, right?
Mm-hmm.
All right, I think I have to. What time is it? Oh, it's 10:30. Fudge.
So, Austin, you're headed con day one? What?
Yeah, I go all weekend.
What con is it?
Phoenix Fan Fusion.
So they take two fans, they fuse them together, and you only get one at the end.
Mm-hmm. It's a big
so we're gonna have Austin Gettler and
Chip LeMay.
Yeah.
Just watch out for that son of a bitch, Austin. I'm telling you.
In the end, we'll have somebody who can build StreamYard and draw at the same time.
Yeah. Nice.
What are you eating, Nick?
Strawberries, waffles, yogurt.
Oh, you got your period?
What are you doing?
He said that your Aunt Flo's visiting.
What did that motherfucker just say?
It helps with the cramps, I heard. Oh, man. I have to go.
You know damn well after last night, it's not till next week.
I have to go, but before I do, obviously, thank you for letting me join and just talk crap for the last 15 minutes. Tonight, in the mix, 9 p.m. Eastern, epic rap battle. It is going to be a good one. If you want to join and see actual Dracula die, please tune in. Please tune in.
Looking forward to that.
Get a stake to the heart. Yeah.
Stake to the heart, and you're to blame.
Get out of here, you son of a...
You give
You love a bad name. Yo, shout out to that teacher that almost punched you in the face, Nick.
I'm out.
I could see why Franklin did what he did.
Oh, good gracious!
I feel like Nick's the worst part of the Link squad is DJ.
If it wasn't for him, it'd be perfect. All right. Well, I think I got to go too. I got to go meet up with you. I got to go take the kids to Six Flags today.
Oh, shoot. I got to leave too because I've got stuff I have to do.
I'm heading out as well. I just finished boxing up the last piece of mail.
Yeah. Yeah. So keep hanging out, losers. All the cool kids are leaving.
Hashtag Austin LeMay, hashtag stream killer.
Mm-hmm. You shut it down.
Well, I do appreciate all y'all hopping on. Sorry it's not running longer today. Life be crazy right now. But I hope you have fun at the con. Spidey, congrats again on hitting 300 subscribers. If you're just
Congratulations, sir.
It should be linked pinned in the comment section. Enter that giveaway. He's slinging some slabs your way, and yeah, I think there's a banter tonight, like Rob pointed out.
No, not tonight.
I mean tomorrow night,
Saturday.
So it's just the epic rap battle tonight.
Austin will be hitting 300 subscribers, I think, on Sunday.
Yeah, he's already up to 160. But yeah, y'all have a good one. You ready to roll, Monkey? Not yet. Yeah. Finn's ready to roll. Now she's ready to roll. But appreciate it, everybody. Till next time.